be that way.
Blue Monk. It's not like Blue Waffle, is it?
Yeah, if he no, if he holds his breath the whole time, he's going to be Blue Monk.
Yeah, that's a good code name for him.
Blue Monk.
Blue
Stop the
Monk.
torturing. Blue Monk is in the house. Blue Monk is in the house. Stop torturing people.
Never.
He's back from where we sent him away. So we have to stop waterboarding the innocent NPCs.
Right.
No
All
one is
right.
innocent.
So welcome back to B Team, everyone. So just quick recap. You guys came through, you guys were teleported. The teleported went awry because you guys were captured by a Mwangi teleportation station brought to the town of Makiwa. And introduced to the people there. You met the various personages at Makiwa. We'll just go quick back there. We'll go. So you guys ended up in Makiwa, which is on the edge of the Screaming Jungle. Here, let's just pop this. On the edge of the Screaming Jungle, missing your mark by, oh, I don't know, 50 miles or so, 30 miles. You
That
ended
was
up
50
going.
miles in our favor, though.
Yeah, it actually served the thing, but you didn't. Yeah, you didn't have to sneak behind, but you were kind of. Well, you're still behind enemy lines, so it's okay. But the city of the town of Makiwa welcomed you guys, and basically you got a little bit of information and stuff like that. You met the local priestess who was sort of like wanted to know what your deal was. You also met the local chief who was very much as anti-Sargavan as they come, looking forward to joining the fight, and you realize that Makiwa as a town sort of serves as a sort of a transshipment standpoint for supplies and stuff coming out of the Screaming Jungle and into the areas of battle, including, the Mazzali lines down to the south and the what is it? The Osibu, guerrillas to the north. So this Makiwa is definitely a place where, a lot of it's like almost like a supply depot for both sides of the war against the Sargavans. You guys tarried there for a little bit, talked to those things, and then began your quest to head for the village of Eresh. On the river where the Monastery of the Two Winds exists. You were warned that there could be behind the lines activity by Sargavans, and sure enough, as you guys made your way towards Eresh, you ran into a certain path going up in the hills that was both trapped and an ambush set up by what looks to be Sargavan agitators. And you guys got into a bit of a kerfuffle with those guys as they tried to attack you, and that kerfuffle continues tonight as we continue on into round four of um, this particular contretemps. Any questions about what's going on? As you can see, there are a variety of guys. Dead guys set off traps. There's a big web on fire to the south by Arendar. There's a woman in a pit. And what looks to be some sort of commander who's hidden behind the trees there that you guys don't see, and a rolling ball of fire, which is rolling down the hill towards you guys. So,
So,
or
like a
towards
typical Tuesday press.
yeah, or as we like to say, Saturday or Sunday. But yeah, so that's kind of where we start. Everything is happening. Any questions before we jump right back into round four?
Ready.
Hearing none,
Ready.
we will jump right in. So Wraith is top of the order. So Wraith, what are you doing?
I'm going to stealth to here.
Okay.
Where's that button? There it is.
30 stealth roll. Excellent.
He can't see himself.
We all lost him. All right. And so you're stealthing to there. So that's your move action.
And that for now. I'm assuming I don't have a line of sight on this guy.
You do not. So there's a couple of things in your way. Now, this is a bit of an isometric map. So you
Yeah.
got this big. You're up on the cliff, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're up there. So you got the cliff in the way and various kinds of things. He's down on the ground. So yeah, you're looking. Actually, even though it looks like you're sort of looking up at him, you're actually, if you were standing above him, you would be looking down because he's on the ground.
Right. But
Um.
I'm going to try to stealth over to say here
Okay.
until I can get a downward line on the guy.
There's a fair amount of underbrush and growth there blocking the way, notwithstanding the actual rocks. So you'll have to be pretty close. I would say probably you get to about here would be
Okay.
about where you would have to get to. That there's like a little gap there. You see it in the
Here?
stone?
Here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you probably get a good perception check through there. You probably can see him through this underbrush they have you. All right, there's a 27. That's pretty good. Like I said, you're not in a position to see him now, but certainly with a 27, you would see him through those
Okay.
weeds. Sound good? Anything else from you?
Nope, that's it for now.
All right. I don't know why this guy, Titus, did you delay at some point? You might have.
No. I
All right. I
don't
don't know.
believe so.
Okay, so I'm going to move him back to where he should be. I don't know why he's doing that. So Titus, this is you. You're not still invisible either, are you?
No, I'm still flying, so is there any reason I couldn't see that?
Uh, how high up are you?
There's a tree right in front of him, so
Yeah, there's a big tree right there, which is going to make it a lot. It's going to make it difficult.
uh, I'm not sure. I was flying above the mist of obscurity or whatever it's called. Um,
Okay. So would you say roughly even with the cliff edge, like the edge of the cliff?
I
Just
don't know.
about 20
Flip
feet
a
up.
coin and make a DM decision. I really don't know.
I would say probably you're probably roughly cliff edge. So I'm gonna put you at 25 feet of in the air, and at
Okay.
that height, yeah, I don't know from your position. Probably give me well, you're west of the cliff, so give me a perception check. Who
All
knows?
right.
We
Who
did
knows?
have a message going, right, Les? So Lorelai has
Yes.
people because Lorelai saw the guy.
Lorelai definitely sees the guy.
Yeah, so she has passed on to everyone that there's someone hiding in the trees.
21. I would say that you're probably catching from where you are, you're probably catching glimpses of this guy because he's moving behind that tree towards the west.
Okay.
But I don't know. I mean, there's a fair amount of tree in the way. I mean, you could see him, you could see somebody back there, but I mean, unless you wanted to do so, I don't know, an area of effect spell. I don't know that you could pin
So
or
basically, I
magic
get a
missiles
sense
would go.
there's something moving over there, but
Oh,
I don't know.
it's definitely a dude.
Oh, okay.
And Lorelai is messaging you and saying, "Yeah, there's a guy back here." So you know it's a Sargavan guy,
Okay. Let's see.
and he looks like this.
He's ugly.
He's ugly.
Looks like he'd like to wear a web, I think.
Family of webbed.
Okay. Can you shoot a web through a tree? Does it like shoot out like a fireball and then explode at the end, or
I
does it
was
kind of
gonna
like
kind of
emerge from
lob
your
it over
hand?
the top. I don't know.
Got a range, so it doesn't come out of your hands, definitely.
Or I mean, the range is there for sure.
All right,
You
let's check
just
this
have
out.
to. It
Let's see
just
that.
has to go between 2 points.
It does have a range. So yeah, you can make it materialize. You're level what, 9?
Yes. Although I
So
flunked a level or two.
you skipped a level in college. Yeah.
Flunked.
Oh yeah, it's well within range. So you're just gonna plunk a web on this guy?
Yeah.
All right. I don't know that. Okay. We could do that. All right. So let me get a web. How big is it? A web spell.
20 by 20.
20 by 20.
Or I think it's 20-foot sphere.
Yeah, it would be a 20 foot
Uh,
diameter.
Radius, yeah.
Or is it radius? Hold on.
Yeah.
20
20-foot
foot.
radius spread.
Wow, it's big. Okay. All right, here we go. Blunk. That is the size of your web.
Are you sure? I thought these were
5 foot squares, 20-foot
Okay.
radius.
okay.
That's the web. So you should be able to move that if you want to, if you
No, that
choose
looks
to.
that looks fine.
I don't know. You could do it like this. That'd be perfect right there, maybe.
Oh yeah. Because Ono loves playing in whoops, wrong tool. I'm gonna move. Well,
You can move that circle around if you want. If you got a place it
I
somewhere
don't know
else.
if anyone's behind him, so I'm
Okay.
always so I want and I want to give our guys some room to move. I guess
Okay. We're out
try
there.
that. Sure.
All right, boom. The guy, the web materializes around him. He lets out a yell of frustration because he was moving on Ono. What is the
20.
it's 20 is the DC. Jesus. Okay, here we go. 1 hot minute. All right, 20. So his reflex, okay, his reflex is decent. So, I mean, it's not great, but it's doable. Here we go. 18 almost made it, but he is now stuck in the web, and he emits another yell of frustration as he begins trying to switch his weapon. He had a sword of some kind out, but now he is trying to switch into some sort of small crossbow. All right. You still have a move action, Titus, if you want to use it. And I believe a fly spell allows you to move at speed 60.
Okay. So I will, I guess, move up near Wraith, provide a little cover.
All right.
Although
Excellent.
I'm assuming he's there because he's so stealthy.
Yeah, you don't see him because he did that out of sight. So, well, I mean, you rolled 21 perception. Yeah, you wouldn't see him. He's hovering in the bushes as he does. All right, next up is the Evoker. So, 1 second. Excuse me. Why is that not working?
Is that a dancing sword?
That is, ooh, whose was that? It was it is. It belonged to, was that yours, Poe?
Yes. Totally forgot about it though. Where is it?
It's right where the pit became a thing.
Oh.
So let's see. What is she going to do? She is going to, all right. She's going to, so, oh no, you were standing over the edge of that pit, right?
Right.
All right.
Ah,
She's gonna color spray up at you.
really?
Yep.
Oh, geez.
I need a will save from you
Yes, sir. We'll
as
say
a
coming up.
huge blast of multicolored energy comes flying up out of the pit.
That's crazy. Okay. How did I do?
I don't know. I'm looking at the thing.
19.
19. That is going to be good enough to beat that. Will negates. So yeah. So you see emerging. You duck out of the way at the last minute, and just piling up out of this pit. And the rest of you see this as it goes up into the air. Is just this huge sort of beam of various energy of various colors just coming shooting out of there. So she does that. Then she is going to flatten herself against the wall.
Okay. Wow.
So she's going to get, whoops, that was wrong. That was wrong of me to move that. She's going to flatten herself against the wall directly under where you were standing.
I see.
And it's your turn. So you have stepped back out of the way. You're not looking down into the pit anymore.
Okay. I'm gonna look down in the pit.
Okay.
You missed.
She's moved so it's like so you're above her, but she's kind of like holding her own there.
I will say, you missed. Do you surrender?
She speaks to you. She says something to you in a language I'm not sure you understand. Stan, do you speak Jalaxian?
I do not.
All right, so it's a language that you don't understand. Whatever it is, though, it sounds pretty insulting. It does not sound like I surrender.
How deep is the pit?
20 feet
And she's down there?
down at the bottom. Yeah,
That's
a
fine.
little,
Okay.
somewhat injured too.
Okay. I'm gonna leave her alone. Who else? Whom else are we fighting here? Is that it?
Well, there's the guy over to the right who's now in you saw this sort of materialize. A huge web materialize over there, and he's
I
now
see.
yelling in frustration. So you definitely see that guy over there. What he's done
Uh,
is he's stuck in the webs. He's sheathed his sword and seems to be trying to get some sort of other weapon out of a large sort of bag
okay.
attached to his belt.
Now, if I jump in the web, do I gotta save?
You do have to save.
Okay.
Otherwise, you will be stuck. But with your reflex save, you probably have a decent enough chance. I
Um,
think you should do it.
I think he's gonna get killed anyway. I mean, that's just how it is around here.
No, it's possible, you guys. I don't know. I feel like Wraith is sort of mellowing in his old age.
Um,
And I'm thinking Wraith is probably thinking prisoner. I want to take some prisoners. I want to interrogate them, maybe let them go. That kind of thing.
I just saw a Wraith shoot a guy in the face at point blank range, and his head went.
I don't know. I think I think we're gonna see a kinder, gentler Wraith in the
Okay,
future.
all right. We shall see. I'm gonna not seeing anything else. I'm gonna leave her alone. I'm gonna leave him alone. I'll leave both of the two Sargavans or Jalexians alone for now. I'm gonna I I'm much more concerned about more traps on the trail.
Okay.
That's what I'm concerned about. I can I search around for
Yeah, if
traps?
you want to look, part of the trail is obscured now by web above you, but there's still, three weeping ravens is sort of moving forward towards you. That that spherical ball
Mm,
is moving south, but there's nobody down. Actually, it would move on her turn, so it's probably about here now. It's actually rolling towards this big other piece of web down here. So
I see. We're just leaving webs right and left here. Wait, so
is
wait,
web
it,
concentration, or does it just stay until you get rid of it?
I thought it would have burned by now.
It's burning, but I think it only caught fire like last round.
okay, so wait, the big fiery rolling glowing ball is on our side?
No, that was something she cast before she
Oh,
fell in the pit. I
right.
think it
Okay.
rolled over you.
That's right. That's right. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna. I feel like the situation is contained. I'm really concerned about traps. To the best of my capacity, I'm gonna look for traps
Okay.
along the trail.
Okay, cool. Give me, are you going to start like moving south along that trail?
Yeah, I think so. You know what?
Okay.
First, I'll move up a bit just to the edge of the web. I'll search around. I'll search around,
Okay.
searching like
Give me
this.
a give me a perception check.
Yes, sir. Perception check coming up. 21.
21. Well, you don't spot any traps until your final bit of movement there, at
Mhm.
which point you hear a snap, and now I need a reflex save.
Really?
Yes.
I found one.
You
All right,
found
okay,
one
so
the hard way.
there you
You're
go.
finding traps like Wraith does.
Every ship is a
17.
minesweeper once.
Right? Reflex is 17. You manage to dodge backwards away from the thing, but right in front of you, another one of those traps, cunningly hidden off the edge of off
Mm.
the side of the path. You see, as you look down by Poe, you see that he has set one off as well.
Mm.
It is not, it is, he didn't get into it, but it's also set, which means there are two there. The last group of traps that you saw came in a group of three, so there might be another near one by.
Okay. Um, I'm gonna just be very careful when it's my turn again, unless there's somebody who needs a left hook or a kick in the head. I'm gonna keep searching for traps.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So it's the other guy's turn. He is going to try and do an escape artist check to release himself from the web, and he does not make it. He is still trapped and cannot move. However, he uses the rest of his turn to pull out what looks to be a small, cleverly made crossbow from a sort of big leather bag attached to his leg, and begins slotting a crossbow bolt in
How does
it.
he do that if he's grappled?
Well, he can still pull weapons and stuff like that. You can still fight in a web. It's just not you're just not great in it. So he's basically using his whole turn, one to try to escape, and then the rest of it sort of thing. He's not going to get it loaded this round, but he pulls it from a bag, basically.
Okay.
Three Weeping Ravens, on the other hand, has decided that this is something that he cannot let stand. So he's going to use a move action to come to here. And then, hold a sec. He is going to throw caution to the wind and leap in, try to do a flying kick at the Sargavan's weapon and try and kick it into the web. See here.
We should add that attacking a creature in a web doesn't cause you to become grappled. So it seems to me.
Well, it might. So he's going to try and avoid that, but it might. But he does not care. He wants to protect his friends. So his strike is +10. So he's going to do a leaping strike, and he's going to try and attack that thing. Let's see what he does here. Boom. Wait, not boom. 15. All right. So he does hit it. But let me roll a quick D20. What is the delay here? What is going on? Oh, yeah. Okay. So he connects with the crossbow, which the Sargavan has pulled a bolt out, is trying to load. He connects with the crossbow and knocks it out of the guy's hand. However, he needs to roll a reflex save to avoid being captured in the web itself, which he is going to do.
I would say in the description, they can attack without becoming grappled. So if he's outside of it.
Yeah, but he's got to jump in to get the guy.
Okay. Attacking a creature in a web doesn't cause you to become grappled.
But he moved through it.
It is if you jump into the web. This is a melee attack, not a ranged attack. I think they're referring to ranged attacks there.
Then why didn't they say ranged attack?
Or if you're attacking from outside the web.
Yeah, you can stand next to it and attack into the web without stepping into it.
Yeah, but he was like 15 feet away.
Yeah, he moved into it. Yeah, he's definitely.
Nevertheless, he rolled a 27 on his reflex check, so he is not grappled by the web. However, his movement is limited, and he looks like he's getting ready to punch that dude in the face next round. Either way, he has disarmed him. So there is that. It's Lorelei's turn and Poe.
I think Lorelei is just going to kind of try to blend into the background and keep an eye on that pit.
Okay.
See what that lady's doing. I am going to try to move. Can I see a path that flaming ball made along the ground?
Yeah, kind of. There's scorched earth. It kind of is in sort of this area. Hold on a second. It's come from right over here and kind of like gone like to there.
I don't know where you're at.
Like that.
Yeah. So, but what I was trying to get at, so it didn't set that trap off, because I was kind of thinking I could use that pathway as
No, it did not set the trap off.
All right.
It doesn't really have any mass. It's just a ball of rolling fire. You know what I mean?
Burn the trap?
It's a metal trap, so no.
Metal melts.
This isn't the melty kind. This isn't hot enough to melt. It's hot enough to burn and blister you, but not to melt metal, not to melt iron.
So my spiritual weapon was going after her, right?
So it's just diving down into the pit.
No, it can't. Well, I mean, it would try to do that, but if I lose sight of it, it's going to lose the ability to attack.
Oh,
so
okay.
I don't see it. Where is it?
It's right there.
Yeah, you have a line of sight to it still.
Yeah,
you do.
I don't see it on the map though.
It's there.
You don't see an animation on the map?
Right next to the pit?
No, I sure don't.
Oh.
Let me do a refresh. Maybe that'll.
Yeah, please.
Well, that or look at the shared map on Les's screen.
Yeah, that'll show you. It's right there.
Oh, there it is. No, it's back. I had to do a refresh. Okay, so I'm going to try to control that, get control of it back,
Okay.
and I'm going to move to where I can see that other guy, I think. Well, actually, maybe I'll just keep an attacker her because she
You
might
would
be looking something spell-wise.
you might be able to see the other guy through the trees.
Yeah, well, he has cover with the web too. Once you're 5 feet in, you get pretty good cover in a web. But I can
Yeah.
let's see here. Okay, so I need to show you which way I'm going. So I'm going to do there,
Mm-hmm.
there, there. So I didn't set
Okay.
anything off.
No, you did not.
Okay, and then so that was actually, I think that was more than 30 feet. So that's all I can do. But I'm going to try to take control of that spiritual weapon and direct it down in the hole again next time. But I'm done.
Yeah, you can absolutely do that, even if you move twice. So I
Well, yeah.
believe. I don't
Once,
think
Well,
that
it
a
depends
spiritual
on how
weapon
you.
takes up your actions.
once you
It doesn't,
target
but
somebody, it continues to attack them unless you use a move action to move it.
Yeah, you
but if it
Oh,
tried to
okay.
attack her, it would have dropped down, and then it would have lost
You would have
the
lost
thing. So
control.
I basically have to use a move action to reactivate it again,
Got it. All right. So
which I
you've got
can't do
control of
until
it, and you're
yeah.
standing up there, and you can actually see her down there, and it looks like she's casting another spell of some sort.
Right. Okay. Well,
All right. Okay. Vondra's gone. Arendar, what are you doing? Where are you even? You're way down by the fire.
I was down fighting the goblin guy.
Oh yeah, you killed him, didn't you?
Yep, that's what I do.
I think that was just mean.
Well, Arendar has been called mean before. It doesn't offend him all that much. Um,
It's like calling Dan the mean lantern in Quarantine with the Classics. So he found this set of green armor, and he had a magic item that allowed him to get a potential crit if he landed a vicious mockery. And so everybody started calling him, instead of the Green Lantern, they started calling him the Mean Lantern.
Yep, the Mean Lantern.
okay. I'm showing my path, so you got to watch it while it does it.
Okay. No trap.
Okay. That's 2 moves for me.
All right.
I'm obviously looking at the ground, looking
Give
all
me
around, but I'm paying attention to the ground too as I'm moving.
Okay. Give me a perception check. 33. Oh, okay. So yeah, actually you do spot one. As you're looking around, you see that there is one right there. And
Free
this
action. I'll call out to Ono. Hey, dude, right in front of you to your right is one.
so that
Ah,
one snapped. That one's still live. That one's still live.
Okay.
This one's still live. The other ones have snapped.
Okay.
Groups of 3.
Well, like I said, I will, I've got my falcata in the hand, so basically with the sword, I'll point where it's at. Say, oh no, well, there's one right there.
Yep.
I see it.
Okay.
I see it now.
All right, Wraith. You're stealthing inside of the bushes. Titus is flying around nearby, looks like he might be looking around for you, but not super strenuously.
I'm gonna stealth to here. Do I need
Okay.
to roll another stealth or keep the other one?
No, I think you could keep the other one. You don't have to roll another stealth.
Okay.
Give me a perception check. From that vantage, you can see both the Sargavan and 3 Weeping Ravens. The Sargavan is well, not screaming, but certainly yelling in frustration and scrambling around back at his belt. He's trying to pull the sword that he just
Oh, yeah.
sheathed. 3 Weeping Ravens is sort of within the web, although he doesn't seem to be touched by the web. He doesn't seem to be trapped by it, I should say. And he looks like he's getting ready to, he's doing that Ono thing where he's getting ready to pop that guy. But
So
you can see him.
do I have a clear shot at him or
You
I
do,
can just
well,
see him?
clear.
Damn it.
No, but you do have a shot. It's not clear. but there's a lot of things in the way. But he does have some cover.
Okay, well then I'll take a shot at him.
Okay.
And I moved half my movement for and stealth. So then
Okay.
I get one shot.
And he's got partial cove, which is a 25% mischance.
So a 38 and a 16.
38. I didn't even see the roll. Did it show up? Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I'm getting I have to refresh. I'm getting my connection to the server was interrupted. So one moment. So I'm not seeing your
That's
roll.
what she said.
Hey, Doug, how you doing?
Yeah.
Welcome, Doug.
Hey, Doug.
Is that a command?
No. It was me welcoming Doug. It's not a
Welcome,
command.
Doug.
It is a command.
It is
Hey!
Welcome him.
Welcome, Doug.
Yeah, fuck you all.
Welcome.
All right, so for some reason my screen isn't updating yet. So, but a 38 is definitely going to be hit. Now I need you to roll a 25% mischance because of the cover.
That's a D100.
Yeah, you got to get a 26 or better on a D100.
Hey, Gordon.
Hey, Doug. What's up?
Hey, buddy. Hey, I sent you a chat.
So that hit.
Okay, now this one has. So I'm out of roll. So what did you roll on the D100?
73.
73. Okay, so that is a hit. How much damage?
It does 26
Jeez
because
Louise.
he's within 30 feet.
And it's a
Okay.
double roll.
Plus 5 sneak attack. Plus 2 bleed.
So total of 31 plus 2? Or was that added in into the 26, the 5 precision damage?
No, the 5%, it's 26 plus 5, which is 31 plus 2. Yeah. That's
Okay.
it.
So for some reason, as you can see on the in the chat window, I am cut off from roll 20
I'm
for
in
some
the same
reason.
boat.
Hmm.
Mine just
What?
dropped.
Did roll 20 just die?
Yeah, it's dead for me too.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
my connection to the server has been interrupted.
Yeah.
Catastrophic failure.
All right. So I'm gonna turn off roll 20 and then try and re-log in and see if that will work.
I just
Not my fault.
reloaded.
On what planet can
It's
this
all Doug.
happen?
We were fine until Doug showed up and killed us.
Yeah, Doug, what the
Yeah.
hell, man?
It's my aura.
Your aura of technological damage.
And you can, if you
I
So-
showered yesterday.
So I'm getting into the main windows, not the game window, but like your list of games that you're in.
Right.
And I'm clicking on B team and I'm getting a loading screen and it's not doing anything.
yeah, I
Yeah.
reloaded and I'm getting the loading screen.
Yeah,
Trying
this
to
is
establish. So
not great.
I think
It's the
31
curse of Vondrum.
mine.
Well, so while we're here, Andrew, I was in Kentucky a couple of weeks ago and I picked up some whiskey. I went to Buffalo Trace. Did I tell you this already?
No.
I went to Buffalo Trace. I picked up a bottle of EH, and 2 bottles of Blanton's, and a couple of bottles of Weller Green.
Nice. You went on more than one day, right?
No, Marla was with me. I bought 3 bottles, and she bought 2 bottles.
I thought they limit you to 2 bottles.
That's why she went along.
She's got an honest face, I guess.
Ah, okay. And you
Uh,
didn't get any of the Taylor from Randall's?
I haven't been at Randall's yet. No, so is it still there? Or have you
I
been in
don't
there
know.
lately?
I don't know. I gave you a timely heads up and you chose to.
I dropped the ball. I get it.
But you got some anyway, so.
I got some anyway.
It's
But
just the server
and I
that B team is on. I just jumped into Iron Fang and let me in and loaded everything up. So then I jumped out and tried to jump back into B team and the same thing. So apparently they keep each game on different servers and just
yeah, I've been refreshing
actually,
B team and it's doing nothing.
Something just popped in.
yeah, I just
Turn order.
I'm
Trying to
actually-
print
I
out.
don't understand.
Yeah, I don't have even
I
that.
just had a turn order. I can show my name at the bottom. It's still being super slow.
I got a couple of bottles of Wilderness Trail bottled in bond too. Do you know Wilderness Trail has an 8-year now? I didn't buy one, but
I thought that was a pet food.
Wilderness Trail? No, it's a distillery in Danville, Kentucky.
I'm not familiar.
Patrick gave me the heads up. I went there last year and then went back this year, and I got two bottles of their bottled in bond, which was excellent.
Nice.
Well, I apologize, gentlemen. I don't know what is going on with Rolly Twunzo
That
here.
happened.
That's ridiculous.
It is not great.
Do you think this is Iran doing a denial of
Yes.
service?
The Iranians are ruining our game.
Right. We'll take that.
Those
Really
bastards.
D&D, man.
Everyone knows the Iranians hate fun.
They hate Roll20 too.
They hate Roll20. Yeah, they're all Foundry players. They're like,
Hey, baby.
Roll20. Roll20 is for infidels.
Well, that's funny.
Okay, I've gotten to 2 other games and gotten all the way to the game.
I don't know what's going on. Has anybody had any luck in B
Well,
team?
I've gotten back to it shows the rolls in chat and it shows the turn order, but the map is black.
I haven't got even that. And
I see nothing.
I've been refreshing like crazy. I'll hit refresh again. Let's see.
What are you refreshing with? Ginger ale?
Yeah, I'm having ginger ale tonight, but I probably will have a little bottle in Bond Wilderness Trail later on tonight. You know, sort of before work kind of thing.
Mm.
Because I have to work in the morning and that always makes me sad. But a little bourbon makes me happy. So it
Yeah, so
balances out.
seeing how this errors were
Maybe
getting,
you
I
should
didn't
drink at
realize
work.
that Roll20 had reviews on different servers.
Yeah, you work from home. Nobody can see you.
Marlo, find out.
Come on, we
She
did it
fresh.
at Group M.
Yeah, we did. And Marlo found out that too. I threw up on the bathroom door at Group M once. because of a well, it was supposed to be a 3 martini lunch, but it turned out to be more like a 6 martini lunch.
Oh my gosh. That's a lot of martinis.
It was, yeah. It was well, you know what they say about martinis. 1's not enough and 3's too many. And I went beyond 3.
Oh my.
Who did you
So
have
I will
lunch
say,
with?
you guys may have done this, but I also checked in B team. You can't the chat if you want to look at all the chats down. It won't log.
Mine slowly
So-
is building stuff back. Like right now, it just popped up that I see 3 of us in the
Okay,
game.
things are.
Oh, there it
starting to-
goes.
Oh, wait. Hey, we've got action.
Hatching dragons. Oh,
All right. So I see. So it shows me and Poe and now Ono. Here we go. I've still got no map though. I've got turn
Yeah.
order.
Yeah, I've got everything except for the map.
And I just got another server interruption notice.
Hmm.
It just shut me down. Shit. What is going on?
I've got
Oh,
me
I've
and
had a couple
Uno
of those,
down
but
by the
it's still loading
schoolyard.
Well, while we manage this, does anybody have anything interesting happening this week to them?
Your connection there.
I've got an appointment with the neurosurgeon tomorrow.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
That's good. Are we expecting positive reviews? You seem fine.
No, we're expecting to have surgery.
Oh,
Like brain surgery?
Not exactly, but yes.
Ooh.
The stuff they're talking about doing is non-invasive, so they don't actually have to cut your head open.
They're just going to hit you in the head a couple of times really hard to see what happens? Like banging a TV to get the static off of it?
Yeah, pretty much. Let's see if we can get this thing to work. Bang, bang, bang.
They're going to grab your ears and sort of twist them around, maybe put aluminum foil on them.
jeez. Good luck.
I don't
Wow.
know. That's what the neurosurgeon will tell me.
Well, good. It's good news. Well, I don't know if it's good news, but hopefully it'll be good news. We'll be thinking positive thoughts for you, buddy. When is
Yeah.
that appointment? Is it tomorrow?
Tomorrow afternoon, yeah.
Tomorrow afternoon? All right.
And what is that? What is that for? If you don't mind sharing again, since I'm out of the loop.
Well, since 2003, I've had 5 strokes.
Okay.
So they're looking to figure out how to stop that nonsense.
Amen to that. Sure.
Yeah.
Dude. Whew, that's a
Yeah.
lot.
My
Oh,
server
that's
my
rough.
server connection just bombed out again.
I only know about 2 of them, so it's okay.
Oof.
That doesn't sound as positive. As positive as your tone is about this. That doesn't sound as positive as it should. Well, good luck tomorrow, man. Hopefully
Sorry,
they-
I'm not good
Good
at framing things in a positive way.
Well, good luck.
I think you're being wildly positive, but no. Hopefully things go well tomorrow. It's good that you're seeing somebody about it and that they're going to try and sort you out. So I think that's important. But
No,
you sound fine, so hopefully you are fine.
yeah.
You look terrible though.
Well,
Well, I've always looked terrible. That's nothing new.
going.
Gentlemen.
I told.
Hey, but not as bad as Les.
Thanks. Yeah, he's going to the neurosurgeon. He's not going to a plastic
Plastic
surgeon.
surgeon. Yeah,
That's
no.
a different whole thing.
They can't do anything about me being ugly. They're just going to try to fix my brain.
With every passing year, I increasingly look like a Nosferatu. I don't know how to stop it.
I
I
think
tell ya.
that's a good thing.
Get a wig.
Get away.
You just need to put those fingernail extensions on.
Welcome to my castle. Well, gents, I don't know if this is going to work. I hate to do this. We're only 45
say,
minutes in, but it is
well,
not
Come on,
working.
you got to
Mine
have a
right now.
map and some figurines somewhere.
Well, yeah, but you guys are scattered all over. It would be different
Well,
if you guys were
put your
sitting in my
webcam
basement.
Yeah, put your webcam on. Come on, Les.
We'll get some Mountain
You
Dew and
okay
some
with being in there?
Cheetos.
Well,
Just like
Andrew,
the
you've
old
got an
times.
open invitation. We just had a game here Friday night, which you could have easily attended. I was making cocktails. We were having some whiskey. It was a good. It was a good night.
But that means I might pass out on your couch and vomit in your front lawn.
Wouldn't be the first person to do that.
And you would, hey, you would not be the first time.
My couch has hosted many an over imbiber.
Well, that's what scares me.
Oh,
Well, there's
I'd be
only two
sleeping.
bad
I don't think
guys
anybody's
left.
barfed on it though. I don't think nobody's barfed on the couch on the Sasquatch couch. I don't think so.
I had Derek Ferguson pass out at my house one night, and in the morning he goes, I think I barfed on your couch.
Oh,
But I never
dear.
found anything.
Frickin' Ferguson. Yeah, he would do that. So Derek Ferguson, for those of you who don't know him, he's the reason we couldn't use the wellness room anymore at our office.
The sticky floor and the
Yes.
squishy seats.
And the condom wrappers underneath the couch.
Wow.
Well, that was from Church and Dwight, wasn't it?
I don't know if I don't well, maybe. I don't know who's responsible, but everybody assumed it was Derek because Derek is a slut. So he cut a bit of a swath through the through our office, through the unmarried female population of our office, and in some
Boy.
cases the partially married female population of our office.
Wow.
How is one partially married? That's like
Beyonce,
that's
I
like
think.
kinda pregnant.
Or we have
You
a
either are or you
promise
don't.
ring.
What was that, Andrew?
Oh, I think he split up a marriage. Who was that girl that vomited and you were asked taking a poll? Should we allow her back?
Oh yeah,
Her fiance or boyfriend was banging on the doors.
yeah. That was an interesting night at Bourbon Club. But yeah, she barfed,
Wow.
but she was so she had it was her fiance. That's the fiance I'm talking about. It was her fiance, and I think they broke up.
Hmm.
I don't think they got married. But she was sort of throwing herself at Derek is too pale a word. It was more like trebucheting herself at Derek.
Trebucheting yourself with it.
Yeah.
Wow.
So she had
So there was some
counterbalance.
force there.
She really was. I mean, it was blatant, obvious, and loud.
as long as it was loud.
And to give Derek credit, I think they had already had a tete-a-tete before, but to give him credit, he did not do anything that night, even though she was that's true, Andrew, right? Because Derek was like, I don't want to do this, and he left.
I thought he made her brush her teeth, and then they did it.
Oh,
I
maybe I
don't
missed
know.
it. Maybe
Honestly, I don't remember. That was a long
Need I
time
remind
ago.
you all that Les is recording?
Oh, well, yeah, this won't. Considering the level of this, I'll just chop this off in Clipchamp and that kind of stuff.
Just
I'm hoping things come back, but
Well, there's
so
only
far,
two
nothing.
bad guys left, so
well, I mean, we still have to have a map. I don't know where they are. One of them just I've written down the amount of
Wait, what
hit
about
points the guy
map?
took.
You used to have a map behind you on the wall.
Yeah, it's moved over there now. I got a bookcase now.
he's trying to make you think he's smart.
Is it working?
Erudite.
I got books behind me too, Les.
You just got
Yeah, but-
doors behind you.
No, there's books over on the left side there.
Got books. Charlie Brown.
Calvin Hobbes.
I don't know what I got back
Oh,
here. Oh,
Peanuts.
I have several other things
Hey.
back here too.
I can start reading you excerpts from Bocephus if you want me to.
Oh Christ, no! I've read Bocephus. Or it's Boethius, you mean?
Oh,
No,
Boethius.
Bocephus.
Isn't that Alexander the Great's horse?
No, it was the quintessential Jewish historian.
Oh, there's a different one. All right. So wait, did Alexander the Great name his horse after the historian?
No,
Man, I wish there were more connections between these historical figures. Like,
yes, there's not. No, there's not.
okay.
Wait, his
I thought you were
horse
talking about
name
the
was
philosopher
Kurtzel?
Boethius.
There is a connection. They're all dead.
They're all
Boethius
dead. That's right. They're all dead.
Very.
was a philosopher. I don't think he was Jewish either.
Kretzel?
Who?
Boethius.
Boethius, yeah.
Fine, whatever. Tomato, tomato.
He was historian.
I may have some Boethius here somewhere.
Yeah, Josephus was a historian.
Yeah, I'm looking at the down detector for Roll20, and it's spiked to like 40% now. So yeah, they're definitely having trouble.
Wait, there's a down detector?
Yeah, they have a couple of things where you can check their server status and stuff.
Mm.
Just search Roll20 server status or something like that, and it'll show up.
Whoops. Okay.
Iran
Think we're-
promised they'd make us rue the day, and they have.
Yes.
Reports
my
show
God.
possible problems.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
Not just-
Oh yeah. Look at this. You could look at down detector. There's this huge spike tonight at 8:34. It started.
It's when Doug
Wow.
quit us.
Oh man. Server connection, gameplay, game launch is not working. Nothing.
It's the second coming.
Somebody in the
Roll20's
comments said,
down.
"Looks like DevOps rolled a 1."
Looks like it's coming back.
Is it coming back?
Well, mine, all names just popped up at the bottom and the turn order thing just.
Yeah, it does
came
that
back.
frequently, and then it cramps out.
I had that happen too, and then it did
It's
server
trying to
problems again.
restart.
It's
Okay,
Is there some sort of winter weather
I've just gotten
advisory?
into like every game that I have on my homepage except for B team. All the rest of them I can get into. But the B team is the only one that I can't get into.
Yeah, I keep getting the server crapping out.
I get close. Yeah, it like showed a couple of people's names on the bottom.
Yeah.
The chat window came back. Some of those comments came back, and then it was like, no, server problems.
All right. Okay, gentlemen, I think I'm gonna crash out.
All right,
Yeah.
Eric, feel better, man. Get well.
Yeah,
Thank
hope you
you,
feel
thank
better.
Well, man.
Feel
Thank you very
better.
much.
Yeah, feel
Um,
better, Eric. See you.
Thank you very much. See you next week. May good hunting if it comes back.
All right, sounds
Take
good,
care.
man. Take care.
Can
Good
I
night.
proxy for you, Eric?
Yeah, you run Eric's character and make sure he doesn't go in the pit accidentally.
I wanted him
Yeah.
to jump down there. I was surprised he didn't do that.
Yeah, jump down
Study.
there and pummel her.
Yeah. If you jump down and land on somebody, do they take the damage?
Yes.
Yes.
Literally, if you
They
just, like,
absolutely
fall on
do.
her, it makes the boot to the head really easy because he's just
Yeah.
falling on her head. So
It's all gravity at that point.
Yeah, but it would have been non-lethal, so it's okay.
I don't know. At the same time that you're becoming more non-lethal, he's becoming more lethal. It's like Wraith and Ono are sort of switching evil sides.
Jeez.
Wraith is not evil.
Not
And
yet.
no, his heart didn't grow 4 sizes. He's
He
still
ran in-
gonna he's still gonna kill the little Chilaxian thing.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe you won't enjoy it as much.
if Arendar was there, he would
Wraith
just make
isn't
fun of
evil.
her.
He's pragmatic.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
what a lot of evil guys call themselves.
That's
I'm
what
just
a lot
a
of good guys
realist.
call themselves too.
Yeah, that's a good point. I don't know, gents. What do you think? Think we're gonna get this back tonight?
Well, it's recalculating splines, so
Yeah.
who knows?
I'm getting
I'm okay
partitioning
giving it a few
planes.
more minutes.
All right, we'll
No,
hang.
crap that again.
Did it? Okay. Did you get it with the red block again?
Yeah, it's kind of early, and we know how slow IT people are.
That's true.
Can you vouch for that, Mike?
Oh yes.
Although if half of the IT people of this place are on here playing games, maybe that'll motivate them to get out here and fix it quickly.
They'll swoop in. All right. I got
They're a bunch of nerds, so
a
wait
turn
minute.
order.
Yeah, I got turn order. Right now I just saw me and Les in the game.
I don't see you.
No, it's me and Les. I see me
Ah,
and Les.
And I just
I
got a
don't see
server
Oh, yeah.
interruption.
Yep, I just got a server thing.
Ah, you stink. Roll 20.
It's so weird that it's just this one game.
What? I paid my bill. It's on auto pay.
Okay, even after I got the server thing,
Uh-huh.
now Wraith has jumped onto my list, and now the chat thing just popped up, and it's
And it's still giving you a red box?
yeah, but it's still adding things to my.
If you see a map, let me know.
Okay, I'm just let it sit here.
And
Usually
I
I'm
don't know,
too
I don't know
impatient.
which site thing, status thing you're looking at, Gordon, but the one that you can link to from the message that we're getting on roll 20, that I'm getting on roll 20, shows they're all back up.
The one with all the green check marks.
Yeah,
So if they're all
Yeah,
back
that one
up
didn't
just
show.
now, then you've probably got just a lot of extra traffic.
Well, the one that's showing the problems, it's called down detector. I think it's like user reported ones. So they're going to be quicker than this is. The other one is roll 20 reporting problems. So obviously they haven't reported any issues. But if you
They
look at the down,
can't.
Oh,
The
things are
reporting
loading.
system is down.
right? Yeah,
I just
it's
got on my
down.
text on my macro buttons now.
So this is the thing that that Gordon was talking about. So this is called Down Detector by Ookla. And I just refreshed it, and so you could see this huge spike materializing at like 8:38 when suddenly all these reports come in. And this is saying server connections, gameplay, game launch is all kind of messed up. Oh, I'm
Things
starting
are
to get
loading
something.
in.
I got a chat window.
I have a map.
You have a map?
Yes, sir.
I have a red box that says my connection's been interrupted, but
Well, I have that same thing that says my correct connection's been interrupted.
But it still keeps loading in
Like
slowly.
Yeah, it's
Like I said,
summoning tacos from the land of awesome.
what?
if they did just get the servers back online, then there's probably a ton of people reconnecting right now. So I could
Oh, it
see
might
it just
take a moment.
taking minutes for everything to
All
yeah.
right, well, let's see
load
what
up
happens here.
and check
Yeah,
it
I
out.
have the turn order, I have the map, I have the chat. Underneath the names is Les, me, and Mike.
That's what I've got too. I
Yeah,
don't
that's
have a
what I've
map
got.
though.
The other names haven't filtered back yet. And I'm guessing that's part of the reconnection process for those guys.
Getting nothing.
Yeah, I've got
All
It's
of
just-
this because of the animated spiritual weapon.
oh God, I can't believe you cast that.
Well, now there's probably 10,000 people clicking like every 30 seconds too. So.
Right?
Yeah.
Not that I
It
was just
just-
doing that.
Yeah, it's a sort of informal DDoS attack. Everybody's logging in at the same time. Well, I don't have a map yet. I have a turn order with only 2 elements in it. No people, just like round 5 and then non-lethal damage for somebody. I've got chat, but I don't have a map, and I've got
I
a red
wonder if
box.
chat even works.
I don't know. That's a good question.
I just typed something.
I just did, and it went into the chat box.
Right.
Does anybody see it?
Nope, not yet.
Okay.
No, but the turn order box that I got is full. You don't have one with the stuff in it?
No, it's got 2 elements in it, 2 items.
Gotcha.
My turn order has all the numbers, but none of the names with it.
Same. You think if we did perception checks, we could see the map?
Not with my bonus. All right, I'm hitting refresh again. Because it looked like it was just stuck.
I just clicked my perception button, so
It did work.
it showed up on mine. Kind of like what you did. Your chat showed up on yours, but not anybody
Yeah.
else's.
I haven't seen anything anybody else has typed or clicked. The funny thing is when the server gets back stable or whatever, there's suddenly going to be 3,000 messages that say testing,
Right?
Yeah.
4 or 5 clicks from people who tried to click their skills.
Mine is doing nothing now. Still nothing.
Mine just changed what it said across the top.
What did it say? What's it say now?
Loading the special effects engine.
Okay.
It wasn't saying that just like 10 seconds ago.
Oh, is that what you mean? Like under where it says loading?
Yeah.
Mine says rolling 1d20. What did you say, Gordon? There was one that said something about tacos?
Les said underwear.
Hey, I've got a map.
Really?
Seriously?
I've got a map with a dancing sword.
Shut up. I got nothing.
Don't tell
What,
him.
you got some special internet over there or something?
Heck yeah.
This stinks.
What the heck? He's Mormon.
It's like Charlie Brown.
Mormons don't get special internet.
Yeah.
It's
so
like
they
Charlie
tell-
Brown.
Oh,
I've got this, I've got that. Charlie Brown, I got a rock.
I got a rock. I do have a rock.
okay. And when I got the map, all of a sudden I've got all the names so everything looks normal on mine now.
I think
Can
Like I said, I
can
just
you
didn't-
this.
can you
I just didn't touch it for like ever.
move a token about? See if anything happens. Can you move stuff?
Let me move me.
Yeah, just move your space over and space back, that kind of thing. I'm not saying, run up to the web.
It let me move up, but I still do have the red box that hasn't moved from the top of the screen saying connection to the server's been interrupted. But like I said, the whole time it said that, it was still giving me back one.
It was still dribbling,
Yeah.
drabbling stuff in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of slowly putting stuff back in.
I'm getting an
Okay.
unusual thing. Mine says recruiting computer as a companion.
What?
Those
Yeah.
little messages on the loading screen are kind of random.
Yeah.
So they can say anything.
Mine says open planar transport,
Yeah.
which I don't know what that means either.
Oh, I closed that. That's what's wrong.
The planar transport?
I closed
Figures.
the planar transport.
Figures.
I hate them. So we can play. I'll just tell you where you're at.
Yeah, yeah. Let me real quick. I'm going to give you DM access. Just do everything.
Wait, is that a +5 Vorpal weapon on the ground? Yeah.
Yes.
No.
Definitely not a +5 Holy Avenger. I'll tell you that much.
I've already got a +5 Holy Adventure.
Everyone has a +5 Holy except me. That's all I ever wanted.
And that's one question I did have. How much does it sting when I pick up the +5 Holy Adventure?
Like burning coals in your hand.
Because it might hurt, but I'm stubborn, so I'm gonna use it anyway.
I'll wear a glove.
Hey Les, let me share. Give me rights to share my screen.
Okay. Oh, it just booted me. It just booted me out.
Who'd you out of what?
Well, I was in the Roll20 screen. It was letting it load. I got a server error, and then it booted me back to the game listing page. Like
Oh,
it
it did?
threw me out of the game. You should be able to share now, by the way. Let me double check, make sure I actually did it, but whoops, that was the wrong button. Whatever that was. Okay, yeah, you should be able to share.
Okay. There's my screen.
Oh my.
Yeah. Is the oh, it is moving, isn't it? Okay.
So I can move myself around.
So if you look real close behind the tree, there's Moroni.
What?
Because you're a Mormon.
Oh.
More.
Is this the Mormon version of Roll20?
It is. It is.
I paid extra for that version.
No, you don't. You just get it because that's what you are. You don't have
Uh-huh.
to pay extra. You pay your dues.
Hey, you guys that watch South Park, you know who the real uh religious ones were, right?
That is exactly right.
Or who was the, I'm like, wait a minute, who was the right ones? Whatever, the Mormons.
The Mormons, yeah.
That's why I chose that because I watched South Park. It's like, oh, well,
That's why
South
I
Park says-
chose it.
if South
why I
Park says they're the
chose
right ones, I might as well choose them.
Yeah. Yeah. They are the best, you know. Much more than the Scientologists. They got ripped. That and Catholics.
I've been feeling sort of a void, as I start to think of the questions of what do we do and why are we here? Maybe I should watch more South Park.
You should watch more South
Maybe
Park.
you should. That or talk to your friend Doug. I'll tell you what to do.
Yeah. That's what I need. I need Doug to tell me what to do. That's really that's all I need. All right,
I got the training, buddy.
I got a partial turn order. I see a couple of people in the like listing of people.
We just added Titus to the list.
Yep.
Titus, can you see anything on your screen?
Nope. I can see a turn order with no names. I can see a few of the participants, and I can see my macros.
I know it's a
Right.
good night.
All right.
How'd the trip go, Mike?
Which trip? Oh, for Haley?
For Haley, yeah. I forget she went to Florida, right?
Yeah.
She back?
She went to Florida. She went to Universal so she could sing and put on a show for a couple of days at Universal. Yeah. So
She had fun though.
yeah. Now we're at the back end of it where we're trying to get her schoolwork done because they give her it took 3 days off school to do it. And so they give them that many days to make up all that work. And it's all due tomorrow. So
Wait a minute. Go to bed, dog. It doesn't have the same ring to it. I see someone on camera. I tell them to go to
Come
bed.
here. Up you go.
There's that
look
pupper. Look at that big boy.
Hello, pup.
Woof, woof.
let me bite your hand.
You're a good boy. You're a pesty one. You need a bath. Yes.
Okay. I just saw Doug.
More
and
people have come back. Yeah.
Oh, just jumped on.
I got a list of names, but I still got no map. I still got no people in the turn order.
Oh, I got a map. Looks like I'm fully loaded. Oh my god.
It's a Christmas miracle.
Do we hit refresh or do we let it rip?
I just waited.
just let it
still
go.
got the red box.
Yeah,
but
just let it
Because
stand.
I kept refreshing every couple minutes.
And
when
I think the
yeah.
problem is there's thousands of people hitting refresh every couple of
Right.
minutes.
And so I think if you just let it go long enough, eventually everything will come up.
I'm back to it, yeah. Looks like they might got it fixed.
My message says leaving a voicemail for Cthulhu.
We should stop doing that and actually just
Yeah.
get back to the game. Actually, I had Doug for a second. Now I've lost him.
Yeah, now
He's talking to Cthulhu.
He's talking
I'm
to
talking
Cthulhu.
to Cthulhu.
Oh, I think I've got something. It's a blank white map.
Wow.
And I just got the red box again. So I don't know what it's doing. I've got a blank white map though.
So just don't touch. Just
It's back, I think.
well, I'm going to stop sharing and
All right, and then I will start sharing because my
you-
other one. Let me check my other one. It might be back too. Hold on.
I'll be right back.
This might. Is everybody seeing stuff?
Yeah.
I am not, but that's all right. I'm not part of the team. So
Sure you are.
no. What I meant was, I mean,
You're a
yeah.
spiritual advisor.
Well, I do got a pretty good beat on that, but yeah.
All right. It seems to be working, although I still have a red box that says my server
Just ignore
connection.
the red box.
Well, I'm doing my best.
Your chat never.
Everything
came
I
through
typed
last
in
Friday.
is not
Chat.
there anymore. which is good because I let everyone know what I actually thought about him.
Can you guys see anything in the chats?
No.
Nope.
Well, I typed something in the chat, and yeah, it's not coming up. So let me.
It's like we're given a second chance.
I'm gonna sling a couple of dice, see what happens. I can see it, but it's not coming up in my
I don't see
secondary
what I
one.
typed last time before I refreshed.
Hmm.
Doug's back.
No, I mean, yeah, I know
I
that
mean, it added your name back.
I know.
You're
I'm
not
looking-
getting
oh,
anything.
there I
Doug,
go.
I just saw your roll.
Yeah.
Yes.
I saw Doug's roll.
There's Arendar with a perception.
Yeah.
We might be back in business, boys and girls.
Yeah, it's just going to be probably slow as it gets back up to speed, but I think we're fine.
All right. All right. Here, I'm going to go ahead and get us back in business. Wait a second. Wraith 21 testing.
I don't see anything from you on. Oh, that's what I wrote.
I
Yeah.
see
10 minutes
players
ago.
moving around.
Okay. Yep. I see Arendar moving around. All right.
So
cool.
it's all just catching up from past stuff we've done.
Maybe. All right. That's my second screen there. Can you guys see that in the Zoom chat?
Yes.
Looks okay. And I do have access to tools and stuff. So, you want to play?
Try taking the hit points off of that guy I just shot. See if that shows up on the screen.
All right, 1 second. So, it's 31 hit points and 2 bleeds. So I'm going to mark the bleed. And 31 hit points. There you go. Did it show up? Yeah, it worked.
Yes, I can see that his hit points are down.
What do you say,
And
boys?
somebody's rolling a whole bunch of D20s. So that's coming through. It's slowly coming back.
That's Doug.
Well, yeah, that was me. I just was farting around.
All right, my red box went away too.
Mine
too.
Somebody restarted a server. All right, guys, what do you say? Want to play a little Pathfinder?
Let's roll.
Sure.
All right. So that was Wraith's turn. Shot the guy. He lets out a yelp. And he is desperate. Three Weeping Ravens sort of looks back as the arrow shows up. He's looking around, but he cannot see you. Because he's down in the ground in the web, and you are up in the bushes up at the top. But it is now Titus's turn.
I am going to share some magic missiles with the magic Missy in the pit.
Ooh, in the pit.
Yeah.
You'd have to be able to see her first,
I think you do.
Yeah,
But let me.
I'm up in the air.
but she's in a very rigid.
She's in a deep 20-foot
down.
deep pit. Yeah, you'd
Yeah,
have to be almost
right
directly
above her.
over. But let me make sure that magic missiles require
Well,
line of
know
does
sight.
require-
she's there, even if I don't exactly
You have to see your target,
Oh.
and then they don't miss, but you have to see your target.
Pretty much true for any spell, isn't it?
No,
No.
lots of spells miss.
So
Yeah.
it's
So I mean, you have to
Area
see
of
them.
effect spells, you don't
Amen.
have to see your targets.
it has
Right.
so long as it has less than total cover or total concealment. In this case, she has essentially total concealment because she's down in the pit.
Hmm.
So yeah, they won't shoot down there like magic bullets, but you could fly over there and shoot directly down at her face.
I don't think I can do both at the same time, can I?
Fly speed is 60, I believe, and she is only 50 feet away as the crow flies. So yes, you could. You could use a
Oh.
move action to fly over directly above her, and then you use your standard action to shoot magic missiles down into the hole.
Oh.
If you want to do that, I'm not saying you should.
Why wouldn't I want to do that?
Mercy.
That's where I go for healthcare, but not for gaming.
But not for gaming.
Yeah, she
All right, so you're gonna fly over there. She's still back down there, and she's getting ready to looks like
Right.
do some sort of spell. So
exactly. So she must be stopped.
Okay.
So I am going to shoot magic missile.
Excellent. 1 second. Okay, you rolled 16 points of force damage, 1, 4, 4, 3, so 4 missiles, 16 points. It does hit. They obviously do hit her. She has more than 16, though. Not much more, but she has some.
Does it
But
disrupt her
yeah, I
spell?
would imagine that would interrupt
Well,
her
that's what I'm checking. I'm
spell
checking to
casting.
see if it does.
Well, it
So,
depends on if the spell she's casting is a multi-round thing, then yes.
it's
If it's
not.
not, then
Injured while casting, continuous damage while casting, no. Affected by a non-damaging spell, vigorous motion, extreme violent motion, rain or hail. Okay. Injury, if you take damage while casting a spell, which would be like a reaction damage of some sort, you have to make a concentration. Should be okay.
Oh, okay.
She's still alive. And the spell, and that's your turn. It's her turn. The spell she was casting is dispel magic on the pit. So she is what is Vondrum's, this is a Gordon question. What is Vondrum's caster level? It's 9, right?
Yeah, I
yeah.
think we're all 9.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Right.
the DC is going to
And
be
actually, at 9,
19.
Andrew, you need to update your magic missile macro.
Oh,
So you got another one?
It should be 5d4 plus 5 at 9th level.
Well, I'll tell you what. If you want to go ahead and roll a D4, she has 4 hit points left. If you get a 4
A d4
or
plus
3,
yeah, do a d4 plus 1, and that's the extra missile.
okay.
come on, get a 1, get a 1.
1.
Oh, come
Oh.
on, come on!
She
This stinks.
expires.
She so the
Mike.
magic goes slamming down into her head and her shoulders, and she emits sort of like a weird coughing noise as she falls face first down into the floor, the
There's
dirt
one
floor
magic
of the
missile
pit.
that's slow and behind the others, and that's the one that finally hits her.
That's that's the
knocks her
magic
down.
bullet. It's the one with her name on it. All right, so she does not cast that dispel magic spell. She falls unconscious to the bottom of the pit, and it is now Ono's turn. He has gone, so I'm just going to take him off the thing there, and it is now this guy's turn. All right, so he's going to take a move action to draw his sword, and then he's going to attack with it against 3 Weeping Ravens. Okay, so it is +5 against them with the saber. Here we go. Ooh, natty twinzo. Let's roll that again. 17. I gotta check 3 weeps. AC 17. He got a crit. It is a critical, and he is going to use the chart because fuck yes, he is. All right. So, ooh, crunch. It says target suffers max damage and is sickened for 1d2 rounds. So I'm gonna roll the 1d2. It's just gonna be half of this. So 2 rounds. He is sickened. The color of sickening is green. And then max damage would be D8 plus 2, so that is 10 points. Weeping Ravens slashed egregiously across his forearm and knuckles as he's preparing to attack. 3 Weeping Ravens does not care. He is going to do a full attack action with flurry of blows on this guy because he just does not give a single shit. 15, 23, and then I think it's +3. Yeah. 21. So 2 hits as he slams him. 2d8 plus 6. Wow. Sorry, I'm just having a little battle with myself.
Okay.
Oh, max damage. Oof. So he had 19 hit points left. So in response to a saber slash across his forearm, 3
Well,
Weeping
I'll do
Ravens,
that.
3 Weeping Ravens does the pelican stance, and then it's just like boom, 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 and he hits him hard in the face to the point where the guy gives out sort of a weird crunchy sigh and falls backward into the web unconscious.
So he's not dead, he's just unconscious.
He's unconscious. Yeah. So and the evoker is just unconscious too. So the evoker is at
Zero.
minus she's at 0. So she's unconscious but sleeping.
No danger of bleeding out.
He's at the other Chilaxian guy is at -3. And he has an arrow in him, so he could bleed out unless something is done. But we do fall out. You've run out of enemies, so we do fall out of initiative at this point. What are you gonna do? What are you guys gonna do now?
We're gonna find some new enemies.
I think that's a great idea.
I love your optimism.
You guys don't want to talk to these guys?
Oh, I want to talk to her because I want to make fun of her. It's like, wait a minute, how'd you get to be a mage hanging out with Sargavans? Because they hate mages.
Yeah, well, there's that. Well, she might. Well, she when she spoke to Ono, she didn't speak the common tongue, which most Sargavans will speak common, or polyglot. Several of the names. But she spoke what sounded like to Ono, Chilaxian.
I don't speak Chilaxian, but
I can speak polyglot.
It wasn't polyglot.
Les, can we dispel that pit even though Jennifer's not here?
well, the pit
Absolutely.
goes away after like so many rounds. So
So she's back up on the
in
ground as the
less
pit
than a
goes
minute
away.
after combat's over, that pit's just going to go away anyway.
Eventually, the web down here burns out.
I will bind the wizard or whatever she is.
All right, so you're gonna tie her up.
Yeah.
So she's at 0, but she's not dead. She's unconscious. She's pretty grievously injured. Those 5 magic missiles do a fair bit of damage, especially these ones hit her in the head. So who knows what's going on there?
Gentlemen, I'm logging off.
You're all right.
Hey,
All right.
Doug.
Thanks, Dougie.
Yeah.
We'll see you.
Have fun. I
Yeah.
got Gen Con stuff I got to take care of, and we'll just talk to you later. See ya.
Yeah,
Good
I'll send
hunting
out
now.
I'll try and send out an email later tonight about Gen Con stuff.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, in fact, you send me a text because I might be up, but I got other things to do. So,
Okay. Sounds good.
all right. See y'all.
See
Later,
you,
dude.
Doug.
All right. Titus, you see 3 Weeping Ravens sort of moving slowly out of the web, avoiding the things because remember he wasn't attached to it. And eventually he emerges over here, and you can see he's sort of bandaging the wound that he's taken in his thing, even though he feels he does retch a bit from the sight of his own blood. But eventually his sickness, his sickened condition wears off. The other guy is still in the web, he's just sort of like, sort of splatted back. Let me roll a quick con check for that guy. So his con is +3. He is down. So it's 10 plus the amount of hit points you're negative. So he's
That's 10
dead.
plus your negative. That's your DC for a fortitude save.
Yeah, he's at -3 right now. So
13.
oh, he made it. So he's stable. He self-stabilizes. So he's just over there. He seems to be alive, but he's still stuck in the web and he's still unconscious.
I did a heal check on her lesson, made it. So because of that mace I have, she gets 9 hit points back. But
All right, so
We need to like secure her before you heal her.
yeah,
He did.
I
Poe did.
don't do that until I tie her down. Is what I
Oh,
was
okay.
gonna
All right.
Yeah, you said you were tying her last time, right?
say. Right.
A minute ago.
Yep.
That is the
And it's
worst.
nice. Ono's already went off in the woods somewhere.
He's already sort of left.
I know what happens next. He's out.
The twins happen next.
All right, so she's tied up and she gets 9 hit points back. So she is now wide awake. And she begins yelling at you guys in a language. Does anybody speak Chilaxian?
Yes.
All right, so you immediately recognize it, Wraith, as Chilaxian. And she's basically saying things that you filthy Mwangi animals. We're gonna wipe the slate clean with you guys. And you can do what you want to me, but the great empire, the great devil empire of Queen Thrune will destroy all of you. And my revenge will be born to you on the wings of devils. Yeah, I mean she's going on, in various ways.
All I heard was I have permission to do whatever I want to her.
Yeah,
That's what she said.
that's what I heard.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so that's what she's basically saying, but now she's awake and screaming. She also is trying, you can see her that she's definitely struggling against the bonds to try and see if she can get her hands free. In fact, I am going to
Is there a way for my turn? Is there a way to find my way down to ground level from here? Is there a path or?
Oh yeah, you can. Yeah, I mean it takes a hot minute, but you can sort of climb your way down.
Well, then I'm gonna ask Titus to remove the webs.
Done.
All right. You hear the thud of
Thud of the
a
guy over
inert body falling onto the ground. So he's alive. You go over there. He's got an arrow in him, and his
Ray's
face.
like, I'll
It
take
looks
that back.
looks like his jaw might be broken from the max damage strikes that he took. His nose looks like it's broken too. So 3 weeping ravens did some pretty significant damage. His breath is sort of snuffling through the blood and mucus coming
I'm
out of
gonna
his
yank
nose.
my arrow out of him.
That'll wake him up. So he wakes up with a start. Ah!
Well, that didn't kill him.
It didn't kill him. Is that what you wanted to do?
Yes,
Why would you want
he's
to keep
already
him?
got 2 bleed.
Oh yeah, it's a glurt of I forgot it's about the two bleed. The glurt of blood comes out and he begins he wakes up from the pain. His eyes sort of flutter backwards and you see he takes a few breaths and then he collapses again into unconsciousness as the blood is pouring out of this wound. You think you may have gotten him in the liver.
That was the bourbon.
So this guy's gonna die.
He's gonna die if you don't help him. Kinder, gentler
Whoop, whoop,
Wraith.
whoop, whoop, all the way over here. No, so I'm here for now.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
want
he's
I
bleeding out.
want to make sure this guy dies. So I'll pull my arrow and the bleed's still happening
Yep.
and he'll fade off into the abyss, whatever.
Yeah, at this rate, it'll be 7 rounds, which is about, I mean, a little less than a minute. He'll bleed out.
Hmm.
So, what about the rest of you? The evoker is screaming in Chilaxian at you, yelling at you, calling you as Wraith. You can hear from way over here.
Yeah.
You can hear her just like lambasting these guys and talking about all the horrifying things that her fellow Chilaxians are going to do to them and how they're going to wipe clean the slate of all of Sargava and
Can I
Cheliax
pee
will
in her
be.
mouth while she's screaming from
I mean,
where I am?
are you still flying? I mean, you could probably get
Yeah,
above
I'm
her.
still
Yeah, I
flying.
mean, I don't know if you want to. I mean, you just okay. Yeah, she's basically just sitting on the ground, next to Poe and between Poe and 3 weeping ravens. But yeah, she hasn't shut up since she woke up.
Oh boy.
So what do you guys do? I know what Wraith's doing. He's watching a man die.
Well,
But
no, I plan on continuing it to the rest of the group over here. But
okay,
they all get to act first, I'm assuming.
Yeah,
yeah.
I was curious to what she's saying. I don't understand what she's saying.
Well, if anybody asks over message, I'll tell you what she's saying.
Yeah. No one else but Wraith speaks Chilaxian?
I do have one that I haven't chosen yet, but
I can cast comprehend languages if it's that important.
No,
It's mostly, I mean, Wraith, yeah, I mean, whether you consider it's important or not, it's mostly insults and threats and declarations that the devils of Thrune are gonna come through here and wipe this place clean.
I'll
That
let
kind
you
of
all
thing.
know that. She's insulting everybody and threatening and doing all that. She said nothing useful,
okay.
except she said a few nasty things about your mother.
I'm a
Oh.
little turned on at this
I'll
point.
be like, at that fate, Arendard call over and say, ask her where she wants to be buried.
Do we care?
I just wanted to know that we're going to bury her. So
When I get to move again, I'll move over in that direction. If she's still alive, I'll look at
Are we
Arendar
trying to question her? Why is she alive? And
and then look back and I'll tell her in Chilaxian. That one wants to know where you want to be buried.
It is kind of interesting that a Chilaxian is here.
Yeah. Arendar
So-
was just amused at the fact that she's the she's one of the classes that they're trying to eradicate. Like all Sargavans hate all arcane casters, and she's an arcane caster.
gotcha.
Well,
Well,
that might be
most-
overstating things a bit.
Most Sargavans are Chilaxian. They moved from Cheliax and moved down and took where they currently live and became Sargavans. They have deep ties with Cheliax.
They don't
So it
speak Chilaxian, right? They speak common.
The Sargavans that you have run into generally speak this common tongue. Taldan is what it really is. But
I
and
would guess most Chilaxians speak common too, but apparently she doesn't.
yeah, some do, some don't. It depends. This one doesn't seem either she can't or she won't.
Yeah, she probably does, but she's cussing you out in a language you don't understand
Yeah.
because you'll kill her slower that way, I guess, or she won't piss you off but can say all her stuff, whatever. Plus she's a mage, so why are you guys letting her speak?
They've tied up her hands, which she's trying to extricate, but she's not having a lot of luck. Eventually,
Just
Wraith,
offer and let's get going.
eventually the life bleeds out of the man at your feet, Wraith.
Good for him. So I'll move over here and continue translating.
All right. It basically goes on like that for a while. Eventually, she
it-
sort of wears herself out. You know, it starts becoming repetitive. She's like, I lost my train of thought. And eventually she falls silent. Basically, she's waiting now to see what you guys will do.
Finally, Arendar's like, yes. Arendar would just gloat over her, and every time she talked about how they were going to vanquish us, was like, oh, like you were supposed to? Yeah, how'd that work out for you?
Well, that
Oh,
was
also
worth
that
keeping
type
her
of stuff.
alive.
Also, I want to make the point of that not all Sargavans are against arcane casters. That is largely concentrated in the Scourge. Now, the Scourge are a bunch of divine casters and various kinds of knuckleheads who are anti-arcane caster, and they have been kind of on behalf of the Sargavans, sort of removing all the arcane casters. But they don't
Moving all of the enemy arcane casters.
correct.
That
They
doesn't mean they don't have
Their
they
own.
don't leave their own to
Right.
do the mass damage spells or whatever. They're killing the enemy. They're killing the
Oh, okay.
magic users of their enemies, basically.
Right. They're also the Scourge itself as a group, as a group within Zargava, has always sort of been around, and they've always sort of embraced this anti-arcane sort of ethos. But it's only relatively recently that the Scourge has come to much greater power within Sargava. And there is some speculation that the current leader of Sargava is a member of the Scourge, although they have not. I'd have to go look at their name, but they have not declared. I think it's Drakus Coltung is the current leader of Sargava. I don't think he has claimed he is part of the Scourge, but it would explain their rise to prominence.
I want to pretty much anything valuable these guys had on him, that anyone we just killed through here,
Are
Okay.
you going to kill her?
loot that.
Well,
Yeah,
you know what?
I was
I'm
gonna
gonna.
have you guys go ahead and load everything up and start heading down the road. Arendar's gonna get creative here.
I'm
Oh.
going to. Before you do, Arendar, I cast 24 diplomacy, and just tell her we kept you alive to gloat. It was fun. If you want to keep living, tell us something valuable.
She looks at you. Hold on, let me roll this. She looks at you with a devilish gleam in her eye, and says, I will tell you nothing. My soul and the souls of my sisters and brothers are all spoken for in the nine hells. There is nothing that you could threaten me with that I won't face the moments after my death.
Well, I'd
If you're going to do it, kill me now.
I want you to meet my friend Arendar. And with that, I bid you adieu.
Okay.
I'm going to go loot.
All right. So the guy that you watch die he's wearing a pretty good set of boiled leather armor, like a cuirass. It's well made. Definitely not Sargavan. Maybe Chilaxian itself, because it's got little images, sort of carved into the leather, sort of tooled into the leather. It's really quite nice.
Gordon, are you writing down treasure?
I think it's Mike this game, isn't it? I
Yep,
think.
Okay.
but I didn't write that down, so say that
Yeah.
again.
Oh,
Is it masterwork?
Yeah, it would be equivalent of a masterwork leather cuirass. It's basically a big boiled leather vest, and it's tooled with various images. Is it Poe? You're not a cleric, are you?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so give me a quick knowledge religion on those images.
Where's it at? 20.
20. They are definitely various symbols and runes associated with Asmodeus, which you know is the primary deity associated with Cheliax.
Right. Pass that on.
All right. He also has a long saber, which seems to be non-magical, although it does have a little bit of Three Weeping Ravens blood on it. He also has a weird sort of bag attached to his belt, in which holds it's not a pistol grip crossbow, but it's definitely small, exquisitely made, and it does radiate magic. It radiates a little bit of magic.
So
And
magic
crossbow?
just a regular cross, like a light crossbow.
It would be a light crossbow effectively, but it's even from that sense, it's even smaller than that. It's very compact, made for traveling. And there's a small sheaf of small bolts that are entirely of metal. The bolts do not contain any wood. They are metal shafted bolts, heavy.
I can do spellcraft.
Yeah, quick, very quick. Yeah, it is a +1 crossbow with Bane against elves.
I'm gonna ditch this thing. It's not my favorite item.
No, it would not be.
Why?
He also
Why? We're half human.
Yeah.
One second.
So it was only halfway against us.
Yeah, so it's Elvish Bane, so it would work
Uh-huh.
better with elves, but it works on other stuff as well.
Works on us too.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Not if they can't see you and never hit you.
Mhm.
all right. So he does also have a pouch that has several coins in them, including what look to be 12 gold and 31 silver. But they are not Sargavan make. This looks like Chilaxian money. It has the picture of the Chilaxian queen on it.
Does it spend the same?
How many silver pieces?
31.
Okay.
He also has 2 potions. Don't even bother with the spellcraft. One of gaseous form and one of cure serious, which he did not get to in time. The mage woman has a couple of things. She has several scrolls, including 2 scrolls of fly, 2 scrolls of invisibility, and 2 scrolls of minor image.
Mirror image or minor?
Minor image. It's an illusion spell.
Ah,
Okay.
She has 3 tanglefoot bags, alchemical tanglefoot bags, and a pair of well-made daggers, matching daggers, one in each boot. They match they match from the point of view that they're decorated in the same way, but one is silver and one is iron.
hmm.
Are they like masterwork or are they just regular?
They're regular, but they're made out of those different metals. They're not steel. They're iron and silver. And then she also has 22 gold pieces and 41 silver pieces and 4 25 gold piece gems, amethysts.
So it's 100 gold pieces and gems.
Yes. The rest of the soldiers have between them have 42 gold pieces and 67 silver pieces. They have 2 potions of cure light between, I'm talking all 3 of them. They also
Right.
have longbows and sheaves of arrows.
Well, I'll take the arrows, obviously.
And finally, there's the goblin, and I gotta look him up. The goblin guy, Menchi, which I gotta find. Hold on 1 second. Which you guys killed sort of
I'm sure he's the one with the +5
quickly.
bullet.
He has. Hold on, let me check here. So weirdly, he has a small bag that at first you think is full of coins because it jingles, but it actually has no coins in it, but a bunch of random bits of metal, none of which look at all worthwhile. But it looks like he's collected these over time, these little weird little metal bits. He also, in his belt, he's wearing a goblin-sized chainmail shirt, a little rusty, not very well cared for, but it is a goblin-sized chainmail shirt. But he also has on his belt, he has a little belt around him, and on the belt are 4 of them, 4 small tridents, handheld tridents. So you guys know, as you've seen before, those of you with martial backgrounds will know that a trident is usually like a pole arm. The 3 prongs kind of thing, and it's used in, you've seen it used in gladiatorial combat and things of that. These are smaller handheld tridents, and there are 4 of them. If you
Are they
pick,
balanced?
they are balanced. You could probably throw these
Yeah,
as you
so
would
they're
a
throwing
dagger,
tridents.
But they're just regular, right?
but they're not magic yet.
Okay.
So tridents can be thrown. I thought there was no. I'm sorry. I was looking at something else. So yeah, they're throwing trident. They're small throwing tridents. They're weird. You've never seen anything like these before. You probably get, I don't know, 10 gold a piece for them, just as curiosities. But they're definitely a set. They were all definitely made by the same guy. Okay, that's it for treasure.
Okay.
Are we ready to resume?
Yeah. I'll catch up with you guys in a second.
I'm going to start off. I'll stay about 10 or 15 feet in front of everybody on the path. and
Okay.
Check for traps as I go.
I bring
Okay.
her with me.
So
Since
you're not killing her outright. You're gonna bring her with.
I'm bringing her with me. No, I'm going the opposite direction. I'm letting everybody else go in front of me.
You're going down the path as opposed to up the path.
Yep.
For to avoid the scrutiny of Ono.
Yeah.
I see. All right. So do you just slay her?
No.
What do you do?
Say, see, you guys like traps, and there's 2 of them that aren't trapped here, so I'm going to drop her all bound up on one of them.
Okay. The trap snaps shut. Ka-chunk. And you can hear her. She begins screaming as the trap. You throw her down, so the trap actually gets her in the abdomen. And she's just screaming. Blood is flowing everywhere. She is not a happy gal.
go to bed, kid.
You standing in the door like this?
Yeah.
Because I heard you were gaming.
Yeah. She was disappointed last time we gamed and Chuck wasn't there.
Nah.
And
I
then
was
I
like-
wasn't here last Sunday.
I was like, he's not going to tell you to go to bed because he's not here.
and then
so-
I wasn't here last Sunday.
She was excited when she heard your voice. She's like, oh my gosh. All right. Good night, girl. Love you too. So no, it's fine.
All right, so yeah, she's squealing, blood's flowing, she's trapped in this thing. She begins screaming out in Chilaxi again. You're not sure what she's saying.
I just turn
But
around and walk back, catch up with my
you just
folks.
leave her there to bleed out in the middle
Yep.
of the path. Oh, that's cruel. You're a cruel man.
I am kind of
Arendar,
chaotic.
cold and cruel.
It's about time he came back to the fold.
He's back. He's back.
Said all this talking to people bullshit.
You
All
gotta
right.
give her a chance to talk. And if she'd listened to Titus and gave us something good, he might not have killed her outright. But
I didn't kill her. I left that
No.
to you.
I didn't kill her either. I just dropped her.
I just dropped her.
Yes, her own trap kills her eventually.
Yes, that was her own stuff.
Well, I'm writing that down. I just dropped her. Okay. Okay. All right. So you guys, eventually, Arendar, you catch up with the rest of the party, and you guys begin to continue making your way through the jungle towards the city of the city. It's not a city. At the village of Eresh, where the Monastery of the Two Winds is. And the traveling eventually sort of comes out of the Wraith, you periodically check for traps, but you don't find any more, nor do you find any indication that there are any more Sargavans or even Chilaxians sort of in the thing. You guys continue the path unmolested until you come out of the jungle and into a pretty subsides. I mean, into sort of a grassland area.
Mm-hmm.
You could smell water, so you assume you're getting closer to the river. If you remember, okay.
Yeah, we're heading straight towards it.
If you're heading straight towards the river. So eventually you come out and you can see in the distance what looks to be a small Mwangi village, sort of on the edge of the river. Behind the village, you can see something that you were surprised. Well, it's surprising when you see it, but it is a large castle-like structure, which you could only assume is the Monastery of the Two Winds. It is frankly, after hearing Ono describe his own monastery, which is quite Spartan, this place, considering the relative I don't know, the relative Spartanness of the village, this place it's a huge castle. It looks to be made of largely of stone, although it has wooden balustrades and things like that. And there are pennants flying over it, from various towers and things like that. It's you could see. Well, you guys don't have a spyglass or anything, do you?
Yeah.
I do.
Do you? Okay. You pull out that spyglass and you take a look. You could see that there are. You can see the pennants flapping in the river breeze, and you could see people dressed in what you can only assume is sort of monkish garb. These sort of like rough cloth kimonos. You've seen Ono wear similar kinds of things that are sort of walking along the tops of the battlements and that kind of stuff. Although there are relatively few of them. I mean, it's not a typical guard, and they seem to be staying undercover. More interesting to you as you get closer is you see that there is an actual what looks to be Sargavan soldier camp outside, put up outside. They don't have a proper wall yet, but in many ways Sargavan military camps are designed in similar fashion to Roman camps. It's in a square. There are these there's various tents in rows, and you can see Sargavan soldiers sort of wandering around within these tents and across the fields. The camp is sort of outside of the town, of the village proper. But one of the things that you see is that you can see soldiers and what look to be villagers sort of wandering around, and there are I mean, as you sort of scope over to the village, you can see that there's a lot of soldiers in the village, although they don't seem to be doing much. You don't see that there are any proper guards. I mean, there's no guard posts or pickets. Nobody seems to be watching the path between the jungle and the thing. None of the Sargavans none of the military prowess that the Sargavans have been exhibiting seems to be in evidence here. It's curious. In fact, no one seems to be doing much of anything at all. I mean, people are sort of wandering around, but you don't see like nobody's working in the fields, nobody's and everybody's sort of intermixed in the town. Um, you know, uh,
Okay.
as you kind of look over there, there's no, I mean, it doesn't look like a town under siege. It just looks like they set up camp and now everybody's sort of wandering about.
So the monk that's with us,
Hmm.
I'm gonna ask him, are there people here that are okay with Sargavans?
Oh, absolutely not. The people of Eresh are a proud Mwangi, and they are proud to serve the Pilus and Longinus and the monks of the castle, which you see there. That is indeed the monastery. But
So
no, the
how
last
are the
time I spoke to
Sargavans
these
here with,
people,
yeah, how are the Sargavans here with no alarm or, you know,
that I do not know.
Do the Sargavans look like Sargavan people?
Yeah, they look like Sargavans. I mean, they have that sort of chillaxian air to them, but yeah, they're dressed in Sargavan military regalia. They're yeah, I mean, and they have equipment and weapons as the Sargavan forces that you've run into before. They just don't seem to be acting like Sargavans.
No, I was just making sure there wasn't Mwangi who had stolen some shit and put it on so that if other Sargavans showed up, they wouldn't immediately attack.
okay. We need to figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
This is weird.
You're still several hundred yards from the village itself. But I mean, the traveling would be pretty easy. But yeah, it doesn't, I mean, you could see as you continue to look through the spyglass, you can see that the Sargavan soldiers seem to be doing more or less soldierly things. I mean, you can see them, they're polishing their weapons, they're tending to their fires. Some of them are eating, some of them are sort of policing up things and that kind of stuff. What they aren't doing is setting patrols or fighting. Um, for their for their part, the Ereshi villagers don't seem to be doing anything substantive either. In fact, you can see in the middle of the village there looks to be some sort of inn or tavern of some sort. It's a crude affair, but you can see the Reshi and Sargavans are all there eating, drinking. They don't seem to be talking much with each other, but they're certainly not fighting each other. And it absolutely does not look like the Sargavans are exercising any sort of control over the Eresh.
That's
Everybody
in,
seems pretty chill.
that's in the center of town.
Yeah,
Are
it's in
there
about the center of town.
are there any homesteads on the edge of town?
A few, yeah.
So we might be able to kind of stealth our way into one of those and try and get answers about what the hell's going on here
Potentially,
before
yeah.
before we enter the center of town and have to deal with the
About how
Sargavans.
many Sargavans would I estimate are around here?
Maybe 40.
Oh,
The area where the tents are set up could probably accommodate as much as 100, but you could see about 40. I mean, altogether. I mean, it's a gross estimate, but about 40. And then villagers probably a couple 300. I mean, you don't see all of them, but that's what it looks like the village would accommodate.
okay, yeah, I like your idea of finding a homestead and kind of saying, "Hey, what's going on here?"
Yeah, getting information before we go in.
Okay. All right. So is everybody
So
gonna just try to sneak up, or are you guys just sending Wraith to his doom? I mean, to check things out?
Who's doom?
pick a homestead that is separated from the others and
That's
has
between here and there, yeah.
All right.
that has the least amount of people present.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a quick peek at the general layout of the village. Although
Test
it's
invisibility and fly.
all right. So here, this area over here is the camp, and it's set up like the typical sort of Sargavan kind of camp. You can see that there are other sort of Sargavan stuff out of here. It looks like they've collected some materials. There are a couple of sort of village, and then the main village is over here. This map doesn't really do it justice because it's for a different thing, but this is probably 3 times the size that it's shown on this map. And it sort of extends outward in these areas. Does that make sense?
So this area right here,
Yeah, is village proper.
and it's probably
3 times that
it
size.
goes to the off the north end of the map, and it's 3 times what we see right here.
Yeah, about that. 3 to 4 times. Yeah, it's bigger. But yeah, the camp here is these are large pavilion style tents. You've seen these before when you've come across, well, I think you've seen them before when you've come across well, yeah, sure you've seen them. When you've seen Sargavan armies or division, a battalion or something like that, they will bring these sort of Romanesque tents, pavilions that they stay in, that kind of stuff. And they usually set them up in a square like formation like they have here, with another large tent, which is usually the command tent in the center. And in the center, they keep an open area for drilling, formations, that kind of thing. And that's exactly how this is set up, sort of outside of the edge of town. So they've been here for a while.
These round topped buildings, are those homesteads or?
Yeah, they're like, huts. They could be they could be residential, but they could also be commercial huts, that kind of thing.
Is up
So-
north.
This one here is probably that tavern that you were talking about. This square red roofed building.
Is up. Is that north?
Up would actually be south in this case. Well, no, sort of.
Which direction are we coming from?
You guys are coming from the northwest.
On this map, which direction are we coming from?
Hold on. Sorry. On this map, you would be coming from this direction down here, down by like the southwestern corner.
Southwest.
Yeah. So imagine this from a map standpoint, this is probably upside down.
Okay.
But yeah, there doesn't seem to be, you don't think that there would be a huge problem getting close to the edge of the village. There doesn't seem to be anybody paying attention.
Right.
Villagers or Sargavans.
Would
So,
I
yeah,
have had a
okay,
chance to take a little 2-hour nap between when we left combat and here?
Yeah, probably. Did you need a 2-hour nap? Did you need it's up to up to your friends, but
Then I can refresh. I'm at full strength.
you can refresh after 2 hours.
I have a ring of sustenance.
Ooh, you can. Yeah, you guys. It's up to you guys if you want to. If you want to stop, you would certainly have time.
Depleted. I'm just asking.
Yeah, that seems like a good idea. Because then you can do invisibility and fly, go up and try to get information. But
Right.
if you actually have to talk to somebody, you're good at that.
Okay. All
That's a
right.
good
Well,
point.
then I'm gonna rest and prepare. So I just need someone can carry me, and I can nap on them for 2
I
hours.
imagine the guys. Yeah, you guys just had a big battle. Probably be nice to sort of sit down, grab a bite while Titus sort of centers his chakras.
Takes a nap.
Okay.
But yeah, it would be no problem. You'd probably do that while you were still in the jungle before you emerged out into
Okay.
this sort of grassland
All right.
towards the river.
Thank you.
But yeah, if you wanna overfly the place,
Well, we've seen kind of what we've seen.
Yeah.
To me, it's more about talking to someone and finding out,
Yeah.
hey,
And
why are there a bunch of Sargavans here? And
He
why-
can do diplomacy checks to talk to the locals.
Yeah, we don't need invisibility or flying for that. We just need to all wander up.
Well,
somewhere.
invisibility and fly lets him get close to them quickly without being seen.
Right, but he said, Les was saying that it's not like anyone's really paying attention to anybody.
the Sargavans certainly don't seem to have posted any sort of guards or pickets around the village, and they are intermixing with the locals in a way that does not seem. It's weird. It's not what's the word I'm looking for? It's not weird because Sargavans and Mwangi would interact, that kind of stuff. And it does look like the people are interacting and people are talking and that kind of stuff. What they aren't doing is acting like these people are under some sort of jurisdiction. You're in the middle of a war
Yeah,
between the Sargavans and what would ostensibly be these people. No one's acting like they're at war here.
right.
So we need to find out what they've got going on here before we start killing people.
Maybe.
Right.
Can't we kill first and ask questions later?
Do we? Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Let's just set up a kill zone.
Um,
No, I still think it's a better idea.
so we should
And
walk
you
up and
being the
talk to them and
diplomatic one.
find out how long they've been here and say, hey, I thought there was a war going on here. How come you guys are okay with the Sargavans being here?
Yeah, a little crazy.
And I'm not a fan of splitting up the party, so I just say we all kind of walk up and grab one of the buildings in the outskirts and talk to whoever we can talk to.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I'm gonna head out like 15, 20 feet ahead of the party and go stealthily.
Okay. You're going to stay out of sight while the rest of the party sort of marches into town?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. No problem. So, yeah, I mean, so you guys sort of like begin cautiously approaching the town. I'm assuming you don't take like the main path. You're coming in from a sideways or something
Right.
like that. Or do you get on the main road and just walk
No.
right in? All right. So you're coming in from sideways. And yeah, honestly, not very many are paying attention to you. Somebody does, as you're sort of passing through, you do see one guy who's sort of tending a little garden patch, which is probably 150 yards from the what you would consider the border of the thing, and he waves a hello,
Actually,
travelers.
he'd be a great person to talk to.
It's a Mwangi guy, and he's just sort of out. He's just sort of out in the field, and he's working by himself. He
Hey,
looks like
Travis, you're
he's
up.
cultivating cabbages and some sort of gourd-like vegetable.
I'll back you up in anything, but
All right, I'm assuming Wraith is staying out of sight just in case this guy turns out to be a monster of some sort.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So yeah, he sort of waves at you guys and then goes back to his work. He's not even really paying attention to you. As you approach, his head comes up and he's like, he says in polyglot first, "Welcome, travelers. Welcome to Eresh. Have you?" And he says, "Have you come to visit the monastery? Because now is a bad time." He seems very matter of fact.
So
Now is not a great time to visit the monastery.
I speak polyglot,
Excellent.
and I guess I should roll. Should I maybe diplomacy?
Sure. Wow, natural 20. All right. So the guy, when you start speaking polyglot, the guy is like, "Oh, wow. So, a Westerner who speaks polyglot. This is great." He probably doesn't get it a lot. And he says, welcome to Eresh. Like I said, if you're coming here to visit the monks, they have sealed up the monastery. No, they are not allowing anyone in or out
Well,
until,
that is exactly why we're here. We are here to help.
oh,
Um,
this is a
we
terrible
have-
time.
I-
The
That's
Sargavans
why
have
we're
come.
here.
The Sargavans have come, and the monks have made it clear when they retreated from the village back behind their walls, and they said they would not come out until the Sargavans left.
Where are the Sargavans?
Oh, they're right over there. And he sort of points sort of to the east on this map anyway. He sort of points over to the right. And he says, "Oh, they're mostly over there, but you'll see many of them in the village. They have come. It was very strange. The Sargavans came and they began to attack the village, but they didn't get very far. And it was as if they didn't care to fight anymore, and they stopped. And in truth, honestly, neither did we. We had prepared for some fighting, but honestly, we weren't. And everyone appears to be satisfied with the situation. And some of my customers complain that the people I sell my vegetables to have complained that they are not having any dreams or nightmares lately. But that's not normal. But it's probably not important.
So tell me more about it, and tell me also how many Sargavans are in camp.
Well, right now, it's just the Lieutenant Cormus. He's here with his men. I suppose there are 20 or 30 or so of them. I don't know. I never took the time to count. But there was more, or they said there would be more. Some general or captain or something like that. I don't know. You'd have to ask Lieutenant Coramus. He seems to know all about that sort of thing.
And where is this
Oh, he's
person?
in the city. You'll probably find him. There's several places where the Sargavans hang out. He might be at the Vinivaji, or which is the polyglot word for tavern. Or he and his men tend to wander about, and talking to people and that sort of thing. Yeah, I imagine he'll be easy to find. It's not a huge village.
So tell me about this dreamless stuff.
Oh, it's probably nothing. I haven't had it, I was never one myself to do a lot of great deal of dreaming, and I can't recall ever having a nightmare or a frightening dream. My dreams have all been very pleasant, but I haven't noticed anything changing. Now, some people, I guess, if you dream a great deal and suddenly find yourself not dreaming, I suppose that might be noteworthy, but
How long
I
has this
don't
been
know. It
going on?
seems okay.
Yeah, how long is this
Right,
dream state?
When did the
been going?
Sargavans get here?
Oh, about a week ago, I guess. Somewhere in there. Week, maybe 9 days, 8, 9 days.
So
A while.
they attacked the city and then just decided to stop?
Well, they started to attack. I mean, I don't know that anybody was ever injured. They sort of, how Sargavans do. They were in their formation and they came up the road and started yelling and screaming. But then they got to the village and they decided that that was not really what they wanted to do after all.
Hmm. Really? They just sort of dithered and went to the tavern.
Indeed, they're not terrible fellows, in the general scheme of things.
Hmm.
You know we're at war with them, right?
Oh, yes, we've heard a great many things about the war. I don't know that they're here for that, though. I mean, there was some talk about the Sargavans wanting to go down to the Forbidden Valley, the Valley of Storms. You've probably heard of it. It's very famous around here. And there was some talk about them trying to capture the spirits there and force the monastery to surrender to them and all this kind of stuff. But I don't know that their hearts are in it, frankly. It's very dangerous down there in that valley. I don't know that I certainly would never want to go. And the Sargavans probably just decided that they'd rather do something else.
Hmm.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well,
Everybody seems to be taking a long view here. I think
So
that's good. It's important not to get too excited about things and stay calm. And I think, the people of Eresh have embraced that. And I think now that the Sargavans have come here, I think they've decided to embrace that too. Sort of a even-handedness, if you will.
so what else has changed in the past week or two besides Sargavans
Well, there
and no
was a
dreams?
There was another. I mean, forgive me saying, but we don't get many strangers here. But to be honest with you, there was another group of strangers that came recently, some port city off to the distance. They mentioned it. I don't know. They came a lot. They were asking quite a few questions. They they talked quite a bit with Beckus. He is the baker here who makes a splendid bread. Anyway, they talked with him quite a bit. I remember he's one of the town elders and owns the bakery. But I haven't seen them since probably the day after the Sargavans arrived. I assume they left.
Hmm. Hey, you don't remember the name of this port city?
No, I can't remember. I never really talked to any of them. Beckus would know.
Beckus.
Beckus, yeah, he runs the bakery. Fine
Beckus,
breads he makes.
Decus.
He makes not Beckus Deckus, and his wife Incontinentia. Um, throw him to the ground, wuff we. Yeah,
Why did
Beckus
they
is.
titter?
Do you find it risible? Um, yeah, he's a baker here. He's also one of the town elders. Old guy, great guy, makes fantastic bread. Um, very even-handed fellow. But yeah, he was talking quite a little bit with those visitors. But I assume they left.
Hmm.
I haven't seen them since the Sargavans arrived, but at the very least, I wasn't looking for them though either. So I've got my garden patch and my family to tend to. So.
do you have any
Sure,
like
sure.
spiritual leaders in the town or
Well, of course, but the
Yeah.
monks from the monastery would come into town and spend many times. Some of the monks even lived in town. But when the Sargavans were approaching, all of the monks decided there was a horn that was blown that resounded throughout the area, and all the monks in the town went speedily into the monastery, and they closed their doors and are admitting no one. Nor have I seen any of the monks come back out since the Sargavans arrived. Like I said, I think it's 10 days ago, 11, maybe 12 days ago.
Now,
I can't remember.
So this monastery is where the two monks, the brothers.
Yeah,
are.
Pilus and Longinus. Oh, very famous, man.
Okay.
Very famous.
So one of those two is punch them before they can punch you kind of person. Isn't the other one very much everyone gets along and
Yeah, the way to so the one I think it's Longinus is of the East Wind, and he is like if you can let if you if nothing bothers you, you can defeat anything, right? You have won. If you let nothing affect you, if you let no you let the evil of men, if you ignore it, it cannot touch you. Whereas Pylus, his brother, takes the opposite view, which is the view of the West Wind, which is you must strike
pummel
first.
them before they can pummel you.
Right, exactly. If you defeat evil by identifying it and destroying it before it can spread. So sort of like passivity versus aggressiveness.
So it's almost like that super powerful pacifist monk is kind of, and I'm not telling this to the guy, I'm kind
Right,
of
right.
talking to the party and saying, does he have some ability to kind of like cast that mojo out across the whole town?
What does Three Ravens think?
Well, Three Ravens. So Three Ravens is curious. So he doesn't know this guy, but he's been to this town and he's been to this monastery. He's like, it doesn't surprise me that they've sealed it up. They are very anti-Sargavan. It doesn't surprise me that they've sealed up the monastery gates and are not letting any of their monks out. They're probably if the well if we say if the Sargavans have been here a week and this guy has said a week, maybe 9 days, maybe 12 days. He seems kind of like, well, they've been here a while. I'm not really sure how many days. But Weeping Ravens is like, the monks are probably preparing to defend their monastery from the Sargavans. That would be the natural course. Now, he will tell you that this level of passiveness, this sort of equanimity, was not here. They did not exhibit this sort of thing the last time I was here. He'll
Right.
tell you. He says he'll talk to you privately about it. He'll basically say, "Look, the people of this village were very much, uh, you know." We will kill any Sargavan that comes here.
Right.
If anything, the people of the village would more be followers of Pylus rather than Longinus. Not passivity. They would be, and there are several people here who, I mean, they had talked of organizing into cadres. They had been gathering weapons and making, crafting weapons for defense,
Right.
organizing, how to best defend the thing. So this is unseemly. He's like, I didn't know this guy, but he does not exhibit the kind of characteristics that I would come to expect from somebody who lived in this town.
And that makes Arendar nervous, just not being a caster. So the spell casting's a little bit, out of his element. But he's like, if something's influencing all these people, so it's a whole village full of people in a big area.
Hmm.
This is some scary magic or something going on and I don't want to, I mean, I'm not comfortable going to the town because obviously they came into the town and then all of a sudden they're all buddy buddy and don't care about anything. I don't want my brain to turn to mush by going into this town because I don't know what caused them to, be a bunch of
If it's
idiots.
if it's an area of effect, I mean, it might affect you guys. Hold that thought.
Right.
I'll be right back.
So he's going to defer to the mages, the people who cast in the party, basically Titus, Poe, and and Vondi and say, is
Well,
there
I'll have to
any
wait
way
for
we
Les
can?
to get back. I can remove curse if that's what it is.
I mean, I don't know what it is, but it would definitely have Arendar kind of rattled. Just how do you affect the minds
Sure.
of that many people, and especially people who should be trying to murder each other? And
Which is
whatever
something you would
happened has,
encourage.
several hundred people all of a sudden just not caring and getting along.
Right. Right. Yeah, the dreamless stuff, all yeah.
It just happens to match what one of the monks believes in, and that's the only reason that he brought up,
Right,
hey,
sorry
this
about
sounds
that.
an awful lot like one of the two,
Right. So I yeah, something fishy's going on. We need to find out. I'm certainly able to fly into the monastery, probably. I mean, so I'm thinking there's ingress if need be.
I'm not sure what kind of reception you would get getting
Well,
around their
I'm pretty
defenses that way.
charismatic, and if we need to threaten, I can bring you.
Still, it's a
Well,
whole monastery.
it's probably. I mean, to hear three weeping ravens talk about it, it's probably between 200 and 300 monks. He's been in the monastery. There's a lot there. Now he will tell you that the monastery is divided up into two sections, Pylos' section and Longinus' section. And the monks, even though they're all from the Monastery of Two Winds, they will often, once they come here, they will split off into one side or the other. Some will follow the teachings of Pylos, others will follow the teachings of Longinus. Pylos and Longinus don't get along very well, even though
Well,
they're brothers.
they're brothers, so they're not meant to, and they believe total opposites. So,
Yeah.
and I would assume they're passionate about that. So, yeah, like I said, it just seems to me it's odd that the pacifist, that brother, it seems like his mojo has infiltrated the entire town forcefully with magic.
And we get into the castle and try to talk to the monks before we hop into this town that we have no idea what's going on with.
I asked the guy, you say they're not admitting anybody. Can you go up to the door and knock on it and have them yell through it, or can you? Is there someone there that tells
Oh,
you go away, you can't come in, or
oh yes, Kayla, the guard, the gatekeeper. Yes. So I was a bit in error when I told you that none of the monks have come out of the thing. So when the Sargavans arrived, all of the monks came out of the village and went into the monastery, and it is quite a defensible position. It is a large castle. They have their own defenses. The monks are quite good at doing that. Every once in a while, a couple of monks will emerge. Sometimes people, just sometimes they just the world is too much for them, and they'll just whatever they happen to be doing, they'll just lie down. Sometimes and they'll just stop moving, and the monks will come out, and occasionally they'll come get these people and bring them into the monastery, but that's rare now. Most of that happened,
so if people just lay down here and stop doing things, and the
well,
monks come and get them,
sometimes, yeah. I mean, it's not a lot.
and that sounds normal to you.
Well, I figured they've got their own reasons. I mean, I wouldn't want to negatively impinge on them. I'm sure the monks know what they're doing. There's probably some sort of elixir they can give them that will help them. I don't know.
Do the people ever come back?
Now that you mention it, I can't recall anybody coming out, anybody that was taken into the monastery that's come out. I'm sure somebody has. It's just, I'm out here in my garden and tending to my stuff, and sort of keeping the peace, and that kind of thing. And I don't know that I've ever seen any of them. I'm sure they have. I'm sure that's happened.
Okay.
Anyway, by all means, Eresh welcomes travelers, and I welcome you to our village. I hope you have a great time here, and you find, sort of the equanimity within.
Yeah.
Do any of our mages or clerics have the ability to detect curse or detect influence?
I can dispel curse, but
Detect enchantment, maybe?
Yeah.
I mean, that might. I mean, is that a thing?
I can detect undead. I detect undead around me.
Okay. Can you really detect undead?
I can.
Enchantment Sight is a spell, second level spell. I don't know if you guys have that, but so yeah, no, well, you do detect undead. You do not detect any undead in the
In the
you know,
60-foot vicinity.
in the vicinity of your detection area. No undead at all.
uh,
I
would
have a spell called
magic,
Break Enchantment.
You have break enchantment.
Yeah,
Okay.
but it's limited to a subject, I think. Breaks
Okay.
enchantments, alterations, curses, and petrification.
Okay.
I've
Do you want
got
to do you
remove
want to try
curse.
that on somebody? You want to try it on this guy?
I don't know if
Sure.
I don't actually have it memorized, so I'll have to wait until the morning to have it.
Okay.
What about remove curse?
I don't. I mean, that might work. I mean, he seems happy enough.
Okay.
He's certainly calm, and in the face of heavily armed strangers, and supremely calm in the face of having a bunch of Sargavans in his village, who by all measures, Three Weeping Ravens basically say they hate Sargavans here. They were ready to fight, but you don't.
Hmm.
That's not happening.
Yeah. If you think that it's potentially a curse that is uh, making all these people so docile and against their nature, then
I don't know.
you could try to remove it, but it sounds like
Say it's an alteration or an
take
enchantment.
this from someone who knows nothing about magic. It sounds like an enchantment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also,
So
anybody that could do this on an entire village is going to
This
be
is
pretty
like
high level.
artifact.
So,
Yeah, this is like 20th level or like artifact level
yeah, trying to dispel that is
abilities.
going to be pretty tough with any spell at our level,
gotcha.
unless it's something else. But
Maybe it's in the water. We just don't drink the water.
Well, if I did detect magic, would I at least know that
You could
he's
try
enchanted?
that. Yeah, you want to try?
Sure.
To detect magic on the guy
Uh,
or on the
well,
region?
I
I
think it's a
mean,
30-foot area.
okay.
So if he's within that
Try
area,
concentrate on the guy and then see.
Yeah, it would have to be focused on the guy. All right. So,
I can get enchantment sight too, which will show enchantment. But again, I don't have it memorized.
right. All right. Well, detect magic. I mean, I'm assuming you take the 3 action version or the 2 action version where you are like, or the 3 turn version where you're like, sort of like trying to figure out what kind of magic it is. So at first, when you look at this guy from a magical standpoint, he doesn't radiate any magic at all. As far as you could tell at first, he's just a normal dude out here working the fields, a villager, that kind of stuff. But as you continue to sort of look at him, you realize that there is some magic about him. It's very subtle, and it is sort of you see it in a couple of places. One is in sort of the core of his abdomen, and one is in sort of the core of his head. Are these sort of magical, and they're less auras than they are sort of like injections.
So like the
Uh,
one in his gut could be like he's eating something that's doing it.
no, it's not hurting him. It doesn't look like it's hurting him. There is some sort of I want to say it's like when you see an X-ray of somebody who swallowed a nickel. You
Hmm.
know, you ever see those pictures of like when a kid swallows a nickel and somebody posts the X-ray online, and there's like a little circle inside their body. Everything looks else fine. They're not injured, but there's like this foreign thing inside them. That's kind of what this looks like, except for in this case, it's there's one in sort of like in the middle of their torso in their chest, and there's one
So
inside their head, and they seem to be
perception.
similar. They're same kind of magic, and it does seem to be like enchantment magic.
So would perception or knowledge arcana give me any more
Knowledge
insight?
Arcana might. I mean, this is an odd thing. This is not your regular, oh, it's a magical item and it exudes an aura. This is different.
Well, could I just use perception, which I guess would be sort of
Knowledge
intuition?
Arcana.
No, Knowledge Arcana, I think, would be
Check
better.
me out.
Where did my screen go? There it is. 21 and
Oh,
10.
geez.
So Arendar,
No idea how to use it, but
when Titus describes this to you,
mhm.
that like there's this enchantment in the core of this body. What you think that potentially it's almost as if this guy was exposed to something,
Mhm.
potentially repeatedly. And it has sort of infused a portion of his brain, infused a portion of his heart. And it's just sort of sitting there. It doesn't look like it's negatively affecting him from a physical standpoint. It's not doing damage to him. And
Right.
Titus, you would notice that. I mean, you could tell that this is not it's not eating him or anything like that, but it is potentially affecting him in some way. You don't have any sort of baseline. You don't know what he was like
Right.
if it is
Right.
affecting him some way, you don't know what he was like before this happened. But it looks like to your eyes that maybe he was exposed to something.
And it's an enchantment.
It feels like an enchantment.
So break enchantment would be the thing.
Could work. Dispel magic even maybe. Although whatever's doing this, and if it's doing it over a wide area on so
Yeah.
many people, dispel magic may not be powerful enough.
Well, but it could be doing it because of what they're eating and drinking.
Possibly.
Oh, yeah, there's been food shenanigans going on.
So that's not necessary. We know that the Sargavans like to poison meals.
True. But the Sargavans seem to be exhibiting similar characteristics.
Yeah. So, I
They wouldn't
mean,
poison themselves.
yeah, but if you tried to dispel magic on this guy, it wouldn't necessarily be something you'd have to go against a level 20 caster somewhere affecting the whole village. If they ate something that was tainted or
Yeah,
whatever,
it would
and
be different. It would be easier.
that made the infection of enchantment go to their brain or to their heart or whatever, you might be able to take that out on an individual basis.
Yeah,
So
it's
a
possible.
lobotomy?
I can do a lobotomy,
Okay.
hold his head still.
Ono's not here, so
So I'm thinking break enchantment might be something to try if any of our spellcasters can prepare it and see if this guy or any one guy changes the way they're behaving. And then we'll kind of know what's up with the rest of them, sort of.
It's possible. But he says he doesn't have the spell right now. Gordon
Well,
doesn't.
right now, yeah. But we could back off towards the jungle, rest, and do all that
Hmm.
so he could have the spell and come back.
Or we can try
let's
to
just
get
kill
into
some
the
Sargavans
castle.
while they're complacent.
Yeah, or we could just go to the inn. If everybody here is complacent, they won't care that we're here.
Right.
We just can't eat or drink anything.
Right. But
So
we
that
can
don't-
question them and they'll
Yeah.
be happy to talk to us.
Yeah, this guy doesn't seem to be hiding anything. He seems like just a chill individual.
Sir, put your clothes back on.
Everybody here is high.
It's part of the enchantment. I have to strip nude.
Everybody here's done a doob or
They seem,
20.
yeah, I mean, they seem to be, yeah, a little high. I mean, they're not euphoric. They're just sort of, and they're going about their business. This guy was working in his garden, right? It's not like they're stop. Although the guy describes some people, sometimes people just lay down and don't do anything, and then monks will emerge from the monastery, pick them up, and take them into the monastery,
So it's possible the monks did this to
or they know what it is.
stop the aggression of the Sargavans.
It's possible.
Which, if they really are pacifist, Erendar's
Oh.
not above going through and slaughtering all the Sargavans in town.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the monks.
No.
No. Not a
And
war of
I've thought of taking advantage of the no fighting stuff that the
Mhm.
Sargavans seem to be under and kill them all.
Yeah.
They're spread out, too. It's not like they're in a formation sitting in the middle of town.
Yeah. We'd have trouble if they were all together and we attacked them all at once, but onesies, twosies.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely not any fighting going on in the town, for sure. All right, so what's your plan? So guys like, he's sort of like, eventually, after you guys are talking to him, you guys sort of talk amongst yourself for a while. He sort of like loses interest, and he goes back to he's got his little
Yeah.
tool. He goes back to working in his garden and not paying much attention to you guys. Eventually, he sort of puts the handle of the garden tool that he was using, looks over his garden, sort of nods to himself, reaches down, cuts up a couple of gourds and a cabbage, and puts them in a little burlap sack that he has with him. And he turns around, and starts heading back to the thing. He's like, "Good day, strangers. Have an excellent rest of the afternoon." And he sort of walks away towards town.
Yeah. We don't know what's causing this. We definitely want to fix this, but Arendar, just his hatred for Sargavans and the fact that they're all passive right now, he's definitely going to be thinking more about, hey, let's remove this problem now, and then we'll figure out how to fix it.
Well, there's still a bunch of Sargavans at the camp. There's also a bunch in town. And you can see that there's some traffic back and forth. Sometimes there's a couple of dudes from the camp going to town. Sometimes some people from town going to camp, that kind of stuff. There are also a bunch of Ereshi wandering around, going about their business. They're not, they're doing regular things, right? They're
Right.
going to the store, they're walking with their kids, they're doing villager stuff. They haven't stopped doing those things. They just seem very chill.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be concerned with attacking them just because one of these monks at least is probably doing this, and if we start messing with them, we're going to be messing with that monk who's probably a pretty high level guy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm sure we're like, nothing to him.
Right.
I've played a high level monk before. I wouldn't want to screw with him.
No,
Although if we do, all of us are going to go to a town and grab all wands of magic missile.
wands of magic missile. That's right.
We're all going to come armed with wands of magic missile.
When you attack the prison, I just imagine the prison guards with a big barrel of wands of magic missile. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Go, go, go. All right. So you guys were sort of standing out. I don't know. You're probably 150 yards from the edge of town, for lack of a better term. I mean, you cannot imagine that there are people that no one has spotted you guys yet from town.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not that far away, but
And we're not trying to hide.
yeah, nobody's made any moves or pointed and said, "Hey, look,
They
dudes,
They don't know I'm there.
they don't know that you're
No.
there, but they don't seem to care either."
So, Gordon, are you thinking maybe go talk to the monks first and see if we can get some
Yeah, that's what I would do. Yeah, I think we should try to make contact with them anyway and see if we can get at least a
and
second
then ask
view
them
of
point blank what's going on.
Yeah, right, because they should be our allies. So
Yeah, we're the whole point is to come here and get them on our side so we can find some artifact, right?
So do we want to
Yeah.
circumnavigate the village and try to approach the monastery?
that would be my vote, at least initially.
All right, let's do that.
All right. So you guys are making a sort of thing and heading towards the monastery. The monastery is a bit separated from the village, but there's a well-trodden path from the center of town that goes directly to the main gates. The closer you get, to realize how big this monastery is. It's quite big. I mean, I'm not kidding. It's a castle. But it's also defensible like a castle too. As you approach, you don't see any sort of monks or anything, and there's a huge door sort of at the very front, at the end of this path coming out of town, which seems like the natural egress point. As you're passing town, you get some glimpses as you go sort of around the town. You sort of look into town and you can see some glimpses of some stuff in there. And let's see if this works here. Here we go. So yeah, so as you go around town, so you can see that's kind of what the monastery looks at. This actual door is kind of much farther away down a path, but we're doing our best with AR prompts. But yeah, you can see various Sargavan soldiers. These are soldiers. They're out here. They're wearing the Sargavan uniforms. They're wearing full armor, and they're just sort of like standing around talking, sitting down. These guys are talking with each other, and there's a couple of Ereshi. They're sort of sitting there next to them and are just sort of talking with each other. People wandering around, that kind of stuff. I mean, it looks anachronistic, frankly. That these soldiers and these villagers, who by any stretch of the imagination ought to be at each other's throats, um, are just simply leaving each other alone. In some cases, they're talking with each other. Occasionally a group of Sargavan soldiers will walk past a group of Areshi villagers, and they'll wave their hands. Hey, yeah, good to see you. That kind of stuff. And they just keep wandering around, just doing stuff. It doesn't look like the soldiers are doing much of anything. They're just sort of sitting around, talking with each other, wandering about. It's very anachronistic. Eventually, you move around towards the gate, and eventually you get on the path, and there's no people there or anything like that, and you approach the gate. It's closed. You don't see any monks either on the battlements or outside. It looks like it's pretty well sealed up. You do see pennants and stuff flying on some of the roofs and stuff here, but beyond that, you don't see any people.
So there's no one to talk to. There's no one to call out to.
We'll knock on the door. There's apparently a gatekeeper.
So you guys sort of are like I'm assuming I've got you on the map, but let me go ahead and put you because I'm assuming you come over from the side.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say probably this side over here, something like that. Let me get people out of the way. And then no Vandrum and no Ono.
And I'm gonna
Right.
be up here stealth.
And you're stealthing. Okay. So Chuck, I mean, I'm assuming you're moving ahead of the group as well.
Yeah, about 15, 20 feet.
Okay.
Stealth.
As you're approaching, you've got yourself against the wall of the monastery, and you're sort of stealthing around in there in the bushes and stuff like that. Everybody's approaching. They're about 50 feet, 60 feet behind you. Give me a quick perception check.
23.
23. All right. I'm at first you're like, what? What is going on here? And you're looking around and you're like, I'm starting at shadows. This place is weird and I don't like it. But then you kind of look up and there's a disturbance in the air. As you look up, the sky is mostly cloudless, but there's a few little clouds here and there. Normally, you wouldn't even think to look up at there, but you just happen to look up and you can see that there's something not invisible, but certainly translucent in between you and the clouds. The view, your view of the cloud, which would otherwise be clear looking over this way, is distorted. There's something there, and it looks like it's something sort of swirling around. It has a bit of a misty kind of thing. It's very hard to see. It has a bit of a misty kind of eminence to it. It's definitely large and swirling around. You're guessing probably 40 or 50 feet up in the air.
Okay. Do
It's
we have
just
message
sitting
going?
there. I assume so, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call Arendar to me, even though he's probably not the best person.
Not the best person.
Yeah, mage would probably be better, but you know about this arcane bullshit, so
A little
I'm
bit.
gonna I'm gonna point out the swirly thing. Say that could be something.
So you want to do a perception check real quick?
Yeah, you can do a perception.
Arendar? Anybody else is queuing into this? Take a look, that kind of thing. Anybody else that wants to take a look? Give me a perception.
I
Okay.
just turn on detect magic too. It's a 60-foot cone.
Yeah, you're not. I can't. I can't. That'd be too much. You do not detect anything within a 60-foot cone.
Okay.
All right. Arendar 26, Titus 25. Yes. So you guys looking up the message coming in, there's something above there. And you do notice now as you're looking up above, and it's probably 40 or 50 feet in the air. So as high or higher than the walls of the monastery, there's something that's obscuring beyond. It's misty and it's sort of twisting around, almost like a little tornado up in the sky, like a see-through tornado, just sort of like sitting up there. And you could see it, and you're like, what is that? What's worse is that as you guys are Titus, you spot this one because you got a different angle on things. You're looking around, you see what looks to be another patch of this weird swirling air that's like sort of above the thing. One of the things that Titus you notice with your perception is that these two swirling things up in the air are sort of like the same distance away and the same height from the sides of the gate. So like this gate area and this gate area, they're like bracketing that gate area. But they're probably, I mean, they're 45 feet in the air and they're probably 20 feet away from the wall. But they're sort of like just holding there. They're not doing anything.
Mm.
Except for like there's like these swirling kind of very light misty kind of thing. But they're just sitting up there swirling around in the
But
sky
it's not
invisibly.
like a whole ceiling of something. It's just two groups or two areas that are.
Yeah, it's like two columns almost of sort of like swirling. It's almost like a mostly invisible tornado. Is sort of sitting up in the sky, two of them on either side of the gate, on either side of the path, really, about 50 feet up and about 20 feet away from the wall. And
Could
they're
that
just
be
sitting there.
like, could it be like aerial elementals just sitting there?
Could be. Have you guys run into air elementals before? Does anybody know what they look like? Poe might. Poe's familiar with elementals, right?
Yeah, hasn't Titus summoned air elementals before?
Titus, have you summoned air elementals?
No, I don't have that capability.
Gordon, give me a knowledge nature or knowledge fey, something like that. Anything that would be elemental related. All right, knowledge nature. So 24. Yeah, I mean, you've heard air elementals come in many different shapes and sizes, and that they also can sometimes be more or less invisible to the naked eye, especially if they're not moving. You have heard them described, you have read of them being described as sort of swirling air, um, or columns of moving air. These could be air elementals. If they are, they're pretty big ones.
We should piss them off and try to fight them. But, no.
Well, they're just sitting there astride the path. So it
So,
could be that they're guards of some kind.
so now that Poe's up here by the wall with me or with the rest of us,
Hmm.
does detect magic do anything for him?
Now he does. Well, I don't know if air elementals
They're
do
not-
they.
I don't think
I
they're
don't.
magical.
I don't think they would reflect magic.
No,
They would if they were summoned, wouldn't they? Or no, maybe not. I
I don't
guess.
think so.
I don't know that they would.
The
Hmm.
power that brought them here would be magical, but they're just
They're just creatures.
Creature.
Creature.
Mhm.
You could definitely see them though. I mean, now that you know what to look for, you could see these. They're basically columns, large columns, about 15 feet across, of swirling. It looks
And
like
where are they?
swirling air.
Where are they standing?
So they're about 45 feet in the air, about right here. Can you guys see that? No, you obviously cannot.
No.
No.
About right here,
Uh-huh.
above, and then
Okay.
another one sort of like right here.
Okay. All
They
right.
haven't, I mean, other than just sort of like swirling around, they haven't changed position. They're just sort of hovering.
Mhm. One of us needs to call out, see if we can get someone to come help us
Yoo-hoo!
talk to us. Yeah.
I'm going to sprout wings of heaven.
Okay. These big, weird looking wings come out of Titus's
They're
back.
not weird, they're beautiful.
They're
Okay.
weirdly beautiful.
They're weirdly beautiful.
And I'm gonna cruise on up there.
All right, so you're gonna
45.
fly up towards the swirling air.
Be careful there, dude.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get too close, but I'm going to get up to that height.
Okay, so you're gonna fly up to about 40, 45 feet in the air.
Yes.
All right. I'm assuming, at least for right now, that you're gonna be. I'm just gonna put you at plus 45. Oops, that's not what I want to do.
Lorelai's going to stick with him too, Les.
All right, Lorelai's gonna go with you. Okay, so that's cool. Um, I mean, you could sort of see. I mean, now that you know what to look for, you can kind of see. I mean, it's almost like seeing them by implication, right? You cannot see if you fly up. Basically, you're on the same level, and you're looking at, like, for example, like the wall of the monastery through them, and you can see this sort of like swirling distortions in the air. You're still about. Your guess is about that you are about 85, 90 feet away from the thing, and so um it hasn't done anything.
Do I get the sense that there's any sentience about them?
They haven't exhibited any specific level of sentience that you could detect. They just seem to be swirling there.
About on the other side of the gate or the wall. Is there any activity on the air over there?
Give me a perception check, Titus
Okay.
and Lorelei. 27 for Lorelei, 27 for Titus. All right. So on the other side of the wall, so this is a bit of a misnomer in that there's not an there's a kind of a like a little, I mean, it's not a total misnomer. There is kind of an open space between the gatehouse. You can see that the castle proper starts back further. So there's an open space, but you do not see any people in the open space. At least at this angle or at this height.
I'm gonna
Nor do
try.
you see any people on the battlements.
I'm gonna try to stick to the wall
Okay.
and stealth my way around to get to the gate, because I'll be
Okay.
behind the elementals.
Right. Okay. All right. Give me a stealth roll. Or do you want to stick with your 30? 36. Okay. 1 second. Just got to check something real quick. Okay. Let me do this. 36. Geez Louise. Okay. Well, this is unlikely to produce any results, but not impossible. So, okay. All right. Yeah. So you get around there and you're sort of stealthing in front of the door, and you've gotten in there. You're sort of hiding. The swirling air columns do not seem to have noticed you, or they don't seem to be moving in your direction.
Right? Do you guys want me to knock?
It's the polite thing to do.
Yeah.
All right. You do see that in addition to the door, there is like a little place where it's like a peekaboo door, right? So that you remember in Lord of the Rings where the guy who was manning the gate at Bree sort of opened the little trap door to look and see if who was out there and the hobbits were out there. Remember that
I
part?
prefer to think of the Wizard of Oz.
Okay. If that helps you. But yeah, there's a little peekaboo door in there, but otherwise it's these big wooden doors with these, big iron things on them. And you knock, you say? You
Yes,
say you knock?
I'm going to politely knock on the door.
All right. So you knock on the door, and after a moment, you hear that little doorway sort of open up. And it looks like a woman peers out. You only see a bit of her face, but she peers out and she says, "Begone with you and your curse. The masters have said outsiders are not welcome." And she slams and the door shuts.
Got a question about the curse. Call out. Did
To
you guys
yell out,
ever-
We've got a
Yeah.
question about the curse.
Yeah.
She opens the door back up and she's like, "Who are you to approach this gate? Who are you to pass the guardians? Go away. Go back to the village. Do not come here again."
Okay, what's going on in the village?
Give me a
Become
diplomacy check.
diplomacy?
Yeah.
Don't we have a name of somebody who sent us that the monks should know?
Well, it was Simeon sent you guys, didn't he?
Yeah.
Ooh, Arendar. What do you say to her? We're here to help remove the
Say-
curse, that kind of thing.
Yeah, we were here to visit and we heard that you guys closed up. When we talked to people in the town, it's obviously they're not right. So what can we do to fix this, or how do we need to talk with your masters. That's why we're here for.
Okay. There's a pause, a fairly lengthy pause. And at first you think that she's just not answering, and then the door slowly opens back up. And she kind of looks at you guys. It's sort of like taking the measure of you. And then she says, "Well, there are strange things going on in the village," she says. Ever since you outsiders brought your curse into the town, we know your origin and your task, and that your allies were harbingers of the unnatural stillness that pervades the town even now. It cannot be allowed to spread to the monastery, so you shall have to stay out there, and we shall remain in here. If
So
you
you guys
really
did
want
not-
to, if you really want to see the masters, you'll have to make yourself useful first and sort out the mess down in the village. We will endure, for the wind will not be rushed. You, though, might want to hurry. Come again once the curse is lifted, and I will speak on your behalf, asking that my masters grant you an audience. My name is Kayla, and I am a monk here of Two Winds. Ask for me if I am not on the door that day when you return.
She said, Kayla?
Kayla, Caela, although she wouldn't spell it out for you.
C-A-L, what was it?
Caela. She's one of the monks here. She said she would fix the curse, and I will speak to the masters on your behalf.
Monk of the Two Winds?
The Monastery of Two Winds. Yeah, this is the place.
So we know now the monks aren't doing it.
That they didn't do it, but they knew about it, and so they withdrew. And
What
Yeah.
she said was, "We know your origin and your task, and that your allies were harbingers of this unnatural stillness. It cannot be allowed to spread to the monastery, so you shall have to stay out there, and we shall remain in here."
wait, so I'll pick up. Yeah, I'm just not picking up on that. So you're saying our allies did this?
She's probably thinking we're Chilaxians.
Yeah.
Do you think?
She says, she opens the door a little bit again and kind of peers out, and she goes, I can see clearly that you are not Chilaxian or Sargavan. Nevertheless, it is your people that brought. It wasn't the Sargavans who brought this curse. The Sargavans suffer from it equally as do the Ereshi. We cannot allow it inside the monastery.
So do you know who this other group is, or where they came from, or who they are, or
All
Got
we know
nothing
is
to
that
do with us.
they were outsiders like you, and they brought the curse with them.
All white people look the same.
Apparently.
Well, she's not. She doesn't look like she's Mwangi. She's
That's racist.
that is racist, but also true. You know, she doesn't look Mwangi. She looks.
no?
I don't know. I mean, she doesn't look Sargavan. She looks like a native. Oh, not a native. Like she's not Mwangi, but like
Like
other
from Aurora.
Sargavan. Yeah. She looks as if she could come from Gate Pass or Sequin or anywhere. But she's definitely not of Mwangi extraction.
So,
Maybe some recon around the area to see if we can see or find another group or anything else unusual going on.
Well, the guy said that there were some strangers had come,
right. He had said
and he
people
was
came
like
before us.
confused. And so the timeline, at least the way you could parse it out from this guy, and he seemed a bit confused about the timeline himself. But basically, before the Sargavans came, there was another group of strangers that showed up. And something, they were here for a couple of days and then disappeared. Something happened. Nobody, I mean, the farmer guy didn't know. Then the Sargavans show up. And then, everybody's just chill.
So yeah, it makes me nervous to spend too much time there because.
Well, he said that the baker, Beckus, who's one of the like village elders, he said that the farmer said he hadn't talked with them, the strangers, but Beckus did quite a little bit. And if anybody would know anything about the strangers, it would be Beckus.
So we definitely need to talk to him. I just can't stay in town long.
Well, if it's sort of food or sustenance based, then don't eat the bread.
Right.
If it's poison, and if
But
it's,
I can't imagine the Sargavans wouldn't have like laid waste to the town before they started eating the bread in the town.
yeah, so if it's airborne, if it got them because of their presence here, it could be a long-lasting permanent thing, or it could be it happened at that time and the magic was spent. So far, we haven't been affected by any of it. Even going through the town or around the town, whatever.
So far.
And getting here.
Right.
Maybe it takes time to settle in.
Well, we haven't had to roll any saving throws yet, so.
Yet.
Yeah. So yeah, I think the next.
Well, she'll also warn you. You seem to have brought her over a little bit. I mean, she doesn't think that you guys are necessarily bad, but she can't take a chance. She's obviously been told, do not let anybody in.
Right.
That said, she will warn you, do not walk the path back to the village, because that she refers to them as the guardians. She says the guardians will have been instructed to make sure nobody comes down the path to the gate, because you guys came in from sideways.
Yeah, we did not come in.
You didn't come down the path, so
Right.
so you guys may not. But she refers to those things as guardians. Remember, this monastery is the Monastery of Two Winds.
Right. Those are the two winds right there.
There might be, or they have other winds that they're helpful with, but basically, yeah, she says your allies. She the people like you, the outsiders, were harbingers of the stillness. You definitely got the vibe when she was calling it the stillness that Stillness has a capital S on it.
I'm just gonna ask if she's still there.
She's
Can
still
you
there.
can you describe the other outsiders?
She says there was a group of them. There were 5 of them. And they looked in many ways like you look. I mean, they didn't look exactly like you, but like comparison for war. With supplies on their backs, backpacks, weapons of different types. They looked like you.
I appreciate that description. Do you have a description of the people?
There
Not
were so
instead of
she's
what they were carrying. Were they human? Were they elves? Were they halflings? Were they dwarves?
she said
Uh,
three of them were human, one was an elf, and one looked to be of mixed blood.
were they
Mixed
dark
blood like
skinned?
half and no
Half
dark
of
skin,
them.
no Mwangi.
So they were all light skinned, like
Yes.
those guys. Because me and my brother aren't light skinned, so
But you're
that would
not dark like a Mwangi either.
no, we're kind of blue like drow. So
Right. Yeah, not like you. Not like you.
okay. Did you
But
hear them
they
speak?
walked like you, they spoke like you.
Did you hear
Uh
them speak?
I did before the stillness came.
Did you
So
recognize the language
They spoke in the common tongue.
with any accent?
She's like,
Okay.
I don't know. If you're asking me from what region they came, I could not tell you that.
Okay.
They
Has
were not
anybody
dwarves of the mountains, I know that. Nor were they Mwangi of the jungle.
has anybody tried any countering magic on this situation? Remove curse or dispel magic? Anything like that?
We have only tried to our healers have tried to try to tend to those who have been so overcome with the curse that they have collapsed in the street. We have not been successful.
so did those people just die once they stopped?
Oh, they are alive. They just care not for anything but their own introspection and thought.
Somebody's trying to make reavers.
Yeah,
And I know not what you mean.
Yeah, I get that. All the time.
I give her the Serenity box set. Say here, just make sure I get this back.
Here, I'll be back in a couple of days once we remove the curse. But watch this. It's just one season.
This one season.
Yeah, it's just one season.
And a movie.
And the movie. I forgot about the movie. So basically, yeah. So she says that this curse came with the stranger. She described what sounds like an adventuring party. Not Mwangi, not Sargavan, other 3 humans, 1 elf, 1 half elf, all light skinned compared to the Mwangi.
Yeah.
But when she referred to them as like you guys, like acting like you, talking like you, equipped like you, that kind of thing.
So adventurers, pretty much.
Adventurers. So that's an interesting question. What is another group of adventurers here? What is another group of adventurers doing here before the Sargavans showed up? A mystery within an enigma, wrapped in a donut.
Ooh, donut.
All right. Many things to think about between now and 2 weeks from now, when we will return to the Monastery of Two Winds and find out what happened. As you guys go back your roundabout way to the village to try and determine what is the nature of this curse and how might it be lifted.
Yeah, I don't want to stay in the village.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure it'll be fine.
Oh yeah, sure.
I'm sure everything will be fine. All right, so we should stop there.
Yeah.
Have a great week. Good luck tomorrow, Chuck.
Thanks.
Yep.
And all things equal, we'll see each other in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, let's hang out and then stop the recording.
All right, we'll do.
Dude.
All right, later, guys.
Night,
guys.
all. Good luck, Chuck.
Night.
Night.
So let me go ahead and stop the recordo.